Scott Brazda. Tyler Darbone back in the studio. Ike Brunet down on the sidelines, who's going to have highlights from tonight's game on our Facebook page, the Teurlings Catholic Football Radio Network. I'm Kevon Bordelon, Mr. Brazda. Let's talk impact players as we get ready for the teams to make their way out onto the field. Let's start on defense for the Rebels. Who's got to have a big night tonight for the Rebels in order for the Rebels to come away with a victory?
Who's got to have a big night? You know, Andrew Frugier is deceptive in that he has big nights, and you might not see it on the stat sheet. Last Thursday, Andrew only had 3 tackles, but he was often double-teamed. Opelousas made sure they knew exactly where Andrew Frugier was, which took away a lot of attention from some of the other guys. So if Andrew does what Andrew does, he's an impact player. I mean, your usual suspects, Jackson Broussard and Deculus. I'm excited about the fact that the relatively new secondary guy had 10 tackles. Who has to impact?
See, I was gonna go with the entire defensive secondary.
Yeah.
If the defensive secondary can keep things in front of them tonight and can tackle soundly, you don't end up with 34 carries for 281 yards, keeping the Rebel offense off the field.
I'll pull one out of the hat here. I'll say Seth Miller.
Okay.
Seth, number 30, does such a good job. And Seth, doesn't get maybe all the accolades he should get, but he sure covers a lot of territory. If Seth has a big game and he's making tackles either on the line or just that next tier of linebackers, that means Haney's not going nuts and running the secondary where Deculus makes more tackles.
There's the horn, which you can hear through our crowd, Mike. That means that the Sam Houston Broncos are making their way to the far sideline. They are in their all-purple uniforms, trimmed in white and gold. Rebels getting ready to make their way here shortly in just a minute. For the Rebels on offense, Mr. Brazda, thoughts?
It'd be great to have Nick have a nice game getting the swing of things. But I'll say the two-headed monster. I say if Evans and Schwander can do some massive things on the ground, that means the Rebels are in a ball game.
I agree with you there 100%. The ground game could keep things going. I think this might be the night for Munoz because his legs can factor into that ground game as well. So I'm looking for
such a game changer. The fact that Alex can do what he does, throw, run, vision, it's a 2 or 3-headed monster that very few teams. I'd venture to say if he hadn't banged up his knee, maybe even John Curtis couldn't have stopped it last year.
One of the things that I absolutely love that Coach Corville called out was this. He said, that student section's going to be chippy. This is their home opener. Rebels are making their way down to the far end zone because where they are meeting is to the south. Yeah, the south side of the stadium. North side is the right side of the stadium, so right to left would be north to south here at Sam Houston Broncos Stadium. But he called out, that student section. He called out home opener. The band is right behind the Rebels where they're going to set up. They are almost on the field just behind the north end zone.
Yeah.
And I love the way it's set up. It's a home field advantage. But it's one of those things that Coach Corville is prepping his team for. They are prepared for this type of interaction.
Yeah, it's something you're not going to see. God, I don't know if you're going to see it the entire season. Not even SDM does that kind of stuff. But it is. It's your home field, and I harken back to the days. I mean, you were too young. I don't know if you were even born yet, but Blackham Coliseum, when you went to see the USL basketball team play ball in the late 60s, early 70s, it was a pit.
Yeah.
It was a home advantage pit. And the student section made visitors miserable.
I spent a year at Tulane, and their basketball stadium on campus, the students are basically on the field. Here come the Rebels, white jerseys, red pants, trimmed in red, white, and blue. Captains are getting ready to make their way to midfield. We're going to wrap up the Coca-Cola pregame show. Come back with kickoff of tonight's game. A Richetto's Road game, your Teurlings Rebels and Sam Houston High School just north of Lake Charles. We'll be right back with kickoff of the game presented by State Farm on News Talk 96.5, KPEL, and streaming on 446 Sports.
For over 40 years, Tim's Southern Air of Acadiana has kept homes cool, safe, and running strong, day or night. From expert air conditioning services to dependable whole home generators, our certified team is always ready when you need us most. We're not just technicians, we're neighbors who care. Southern Air of Acadiana. Let us bear it. Call 337-339-9661 or visit timsac.com.
Peace of mind is priceless. So is protecting everything you've worked so hard to provide for your family. Choose the State Farm agent we trust to ensure everything for our family. Brad Saloom State Farm can provide all kinds of insurance, including home, auto, boat, and so much more. Call Brad Saloom State Farm at 337-981-4990. Trust that in your time of need, State Farm is there. Brad Saloom State Farm, 337-981-4990.
30 seconds.
Might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
We are Acadiana's home for news and talk. News Talk 96.5 KPEL, Brobridge, Lafayette, a Town Square Media station.
That does it for the Coca-Cola pregame show. Time for kickoff. Let's head to the Summit Financial Press Box for kickoff. Teurlings Rebels. Faith and football kickoff now.
Perfect timing.
National anthem is in the books, courtesy of the Bronco Band here at Sam Houston High School. Alongside Scott Brazda, I'm Kevon Bordelon. Getting ready for kickoff here between the Sam Houston Broncos and your Teurlings Rebels. Give it a second for the invocation for tonight's game. Captains are making their way out to midfield. Scott, you have the captains for the Teurlings Rebels.
Yeah, Jax Kastner, number 51, Kason Evans, number 1, number 34, Mr. Benoit, and number 7, Andrew Fruget.
Scott, Teurlings Rebels, you know, we talked about there being a directional advantage in some games when you look at the stadium, how things shape up. Not a lot of wind tonight. We do have some heat, which means that we will still have that timeout at 6 minutes, the hydration timeout mandated by the LHSAA.
And, you know, we saw a few on both sides, you know, cramps last week, and, you know, that's going to continue, heck of on well into the middle, late October probably.
You know, I hope it's not that long, but
me
it
too.
usually is. So it'll be interesting to see how the coin toss pans out. 4 captains are at the field shaking hands.
We have Kason Evans' parents right in front of us.
And the Rebels have traveled well. You mentioned that earlier,
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Brazda.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know if we combined everyone. We may have as many people as they do.
I would not disagree with you because the reality is a much larger bleacher section on the home side, but not nearly as full as it is here on the visitor side.
And the Rebel faithful are still showing up.
It appears as if Sam Houston won the toss and has deferred. Oh, no, check that. They elected to receive, Mr. Brazda. So the Teurlings Rebels will kick off. Rebels will move left to right across your radio, Android, or iPhone application. That is south to north here at Bronco Stadium.
So the Broncos want to try to make a statement early.
And the Rebels
Gives the Rebel
defensively will be
defense a
tested.
chance.
Yep, Rebel defense will be tested.
A reminder if you're just joining us, E.J. Haney of the Broncos. 281 yards last week against Leesville.
34 carries.
So keep an eye on number 3.
Mr. Brazda, this is going to be really interesting. We actually, I can't remember the last time we had 6 officials for a high school game. Sometimes we're lucky to have 5. But we've got 6 full officials for this game, so it'll be interesting to see kind of where this goes.
I know Sonny and Dane would always request extra officials when we play Notre Dame because they tend to like our jerseys a little bit.
Correct. Okay. Trying to get a look at numbers. So back deep to receive for Sam Houston. Camarion Edwards, a junior wide receiver. And Ethan Haney, a sophomore wide receiver and running back.
That's the brother of E.J. Haney, the big running back.
Correct. And both of the Haney brothers have some size. This is where you hope, Mr. Brazda, that your kicker, Mr. Broussard, does a really nice job of making sure that there is no kick return.
Well, last week, Jackson, 6 kickoffs, 5 went into the end zone.
We have the whistle. Broussard sets in, approaches the football, puts foot to leather, and this one is not going to be returned. It'll be a Chick-fil-A first down and 10 from their own 20. Nice kickoff, nice defensive play by the Rebels special teams.
Yeah, Logan did a great job hitting a line drive and unreturnable, and he sort of split the difference between the returnees.
And it is Logan Boudreaux, not Broussard. My apologies. All right, so that sends out to the field the Sam Houston offense. Gavin Breaux, the senior quarterback, will run things with Haney behind him in the pistol. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far.
3-man front.
Calls for the football. Handoff, Haney straight forward. Hit and dropped. No gain, maybe a loss of 1 on the play. Well played by the Rebel defensive front.
Rebels plugged it up quickly. Carter Maha right there, and Deculus.
Same formation for Sam Houston. Check that. They now have twins to the far side. Breaux calls for the football. Rebels show that they want to bring pressure.
Seth Miller's looking like he wants to sneak in and be that 4th guy.
Now the Rebels will back off just a bit. Breaux changes the play, looks towards the safety. Now calls for the football. Handoff far side. It's going to be Haney again. He picks up a short gain of about 3, sets up 3rd down and long on the opening possession for the Broncos.
Jack Snyder, Andrew Fruge, and Maha again. Maha off to a good start.
3rd down and long for the Broncos. Opening possession here in the first quarter. 0-0 ball game on the Ochsner Lafayette General Orthopedic scoreboard. 4 wide, trips to the near side. Breaux straight drop back. Looks over the middle, he throws, he's got a catch on the near side hash, and that is to the 35-36 yard line. That is going to be Camarion Edwards who converts the first down.
You know, relatively good pressure, just a bullet of a pass, and the Rebels had coverage all around Edwards, but just not right on Edwards.
Flip the field, trips to the far side. Breaux now calling for the football. Haney will now step up to the shotgun position. Handoff, Haney right side. No, Breaux will keep it. He'll get back basically to the original line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard.
So far, you've got to love what you're seeing in the Rebel defense in terms of the running game.
Gain of 1 sets up 2nd and 9.
Again, going with that 3-man front.
Twins are on the far side with a tight end at the line of scrimmage. Lone wide receiver to the near side is Camarion Edwards. Straight drop back for Breaux. Pump fake, throws into the flat. It's caught at the 39 to the 40. Taken down and out of bounds at about the 44. It's going to set up 3rd down and short. Oh,
You're marking with the 45, it looks like.
Wow.
Now.
Oh, that is a generous spot. So it is still 3rd and short, but it's 3rd and 2 instead of what Scott looked like it was about 3rd and 3 or 4.
Now it's about a yard to go. Yard and a half, maybe.
Breaux calling for the football on 3rd and short. Handoff straight forward. Haney's got some room. Haney across the 50 to the 45 of the Rebels and down to the 40-yard line, the first real running room he's had on this drive.
Well, it'll kind of show you, you've completed a couple passes. That makes the defense open up a little bit more.
Sam Houston continues to go hurry up, rushes straight to the line of scrimmage. 9:09 remaining in the first quarter, 0-0 ball game. Rebels again show pressure, now back off. Breaux changing the play at the line of scrimmage for Sam Houston.
Rebels now with 5 on the line.
Haney now offset in the pistol, steps up to block, throws over the middle, and it's going to be caught and then separated from the ball. Beautiful play at the 20-yard line for the Teurlings Rebels by Carter Deculus.
Wow, he supplied the hit. The grab was made. It was at number 18, Cooper Wiersma. But right when he caught it, just a pop.
That'll stop the clock at 8:50.
There was a big hit on the other side, too.
Bro did take a shot as he delivered the football.
Seth Miller hit him just after he released it.
Haney still in the backfield. Handoff, Haney trying to get the left side. Bro will keep it and goes to the right. He'll be hit and finally taken down just shy of the 35-yard line. Maybe he got past it. Scott, credit Bro as he broke about 5 tackles.
Yeah, Rebels were hitting, but just not hitting and wrapping.
Ball will be spotted at the 35, so it will be 3rd down and 5 from the Rebel 35. Opening drive for Sam Houston. First drive of the night here in the first quarter. 0-0 ball game. Haney steps back up to the shotgun. Mound now goes in motion far side. Little misdirection. Haney in the backfield is hit and dropped. He's going to lose yardage. Back to the 36-yard line. Loss of 1 makes it 4th down and 6 from the Rebel 36.
Seth Miller with the first hit. Jackson Broussard with the second.
And check that. They bring the ball back to the 37.
So you know Sam Houston's in no man's land. And you know, I mean, odds are it looks like they're going to go for it.
Twins to the near side. Lone wide receiver is to the far and 4th down and 7. Sam Houston now changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Rebel defense trying to get off the field here on the opening possession of the ball game.
This would be a victory.
Straight drop back on 4th down. Under pressure, throws, and it's incomplete.
Right.
That ball out of the reach of the intended wide receiver, and the Rebels force a turnover on downs and send their offense out onto the field for a Chick-fil-A first down from their own 37.
I thought we might see a flag. It looked like Chavis was kind of putting some pressure in the back of the receiver. No flag, we'll take it. And
I agree with you there. I think if the ball had been a little closer to the intended receiver, we might have gotten the call. But considering that the ball was just way out of reach.
Almost in the stands.
Yeah. So here we go. Munoz comes out onto the field for the Rebels with an Chick-fil-A first down and 10 from their own 37-yard line. 0-0 ball game, 7:22 remaining. Kaysen Evans now in the shotgun next to him. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Viator now goes in motion. Rebels run a little misdirection. Evans with some room to the 45, the 50. Evans to the 40. It's a foot race. Evans to the 20, the 10, the 5. A Cafe Sydney May 6 for the Teurlings Rebels on their first play from scrimmage. Kaysen Evans goes 63 yards for the touchdown.
Kaysen Evans. We won't talk about his injury anymore. I don't think it's right. It's not fair to the injury.
Unbelievable run by Kaysen Evans.
Wow, Kaysen, right up the middle, and then he just has, Kent Mason told me he has such great vision, and he does. I mean, look at what he did. He knew exactly where to cut. And he had that burst.
Logan Boudreau out onto the field now to attempt the PAT. The Rebels hit pay dirt first. Snap, hold, kick, up, and plenty of leg. It's good. The Rebels have a 7-0 lead over Sam Houston. 7:10 remaining on the Ochsner Lafayette General Orthopedic game clock here in the first quarter. This is Teurlings Rebels football on News Talk 96.5 KPEL and streaming on 446 Sports.
Home isn't just a place, it's where life happens. At the LaLuck Group, we've helped families take that first big step and then the next. From starter homes to forever homes, we're here for the moments that matter most. Because the best real estate experience doesn't just find you a house, it helps you build a life.
One play, 63 yards. The Teurlings Rebels get Kaysen Evans rumbling for the touchdown alongside Scott Brasda. I'm Kavan Bordelon. Tyler Darbone back in the studio. Ike Brunet down on the sidelines getting highlights. We are coming to you from the Summit Financial Press Box.
Huge hole up the middle, and Kaysen just saw it. I mean, he goes, about 20 yards upfield, and then he cuts to the right. And he had the jets. We're worried about that speed, and, we watched that knee I wasn't going to talk about anymore. And he put on those extra jets and then dove into the end zone.
Teurlings Rebels lead at 7-0, 7:10 remaining here in the first quarter. Again, it's Edwards and Haney. Ethan Haney, the sophomore younger brother of the senior running back Haney, as Logan Boudreau sets to put foot to leather. puts this one into the air, and it goes not back to the end zone, but to the 1. It's going to be taken in by Evans to the 15 and to the 20, and that's where he's going to be hit and stopped. Might as well have gone to the end zone. Nice coverage from the Rebels special teams.
6 Rebels, a veritable host. Rebels.
Scott, you said it during the break. The Teurlings Rebels get one play, and we have an injured player on the field. We're going to pause for a second. We're going to ask, as always, doesn't matter what team the player plays for, please say a prayer for an injured young man on the field. We'll take an injury timeout here from the Summit Financial Press Box. Teurlings Rebels lead at 7-0. Edwards is up and off the field under his own power. Nice to see for Sam Houston's Broncos.
He had that first catch
Yep.
in that last drive for Sam Houston.
So, Scott, we were talking during the first break, right after the touchdown. You said, the defense now has to come right back onto the field.
I mean, we don't want to take away the points, but it's the only downside of a big play like that because it was a physical drive, 4.5-minute drive by Sam Houston the first time they had the ball. And, the defense doesn't get a lot of time to rest, but here we go.
Bro calls to the football. Handoff, Haney straight ahead. He's going to be across the 20, but not far, maybe to the 21-22. Short gain on first down.
Rebels coming up quickly. Carter Maha. By the way, his brother Noah was part of that tackle group on the kickoff return a second ago.
Sam Houston continues to go hurry up. Twins to the far side. Lone wide receiver is to the near. 6'1" quarterback calls to the football. Play action to Haney. Throws to the flat. It's caught at the 25, and he's got a lot of room. To the 30, to the 35 before he's finally pulled out of bounds. Maybe across the 40, Scott. The Rebels just had no one in coverage on the far side as the receiver, Ty Smith, Cooper Wiersma came down with that.
Yeah, they only had one Rebel defender back there. And then everybody else had to adjust because we were all cheating towards our right side.
First down and 10 at their own 41. Fresh set of downs for the Broncos. Bro, hands, and now keeps it. Straight up the middle, Bro with room. Now Bro, it's a foot race to the 40, to the 20, to the 10. Can the Rebels get him out of bounds? No. Rebel on the read option. Or Bro on the read option keeps it and takes it to the house to tie it at 7 or 7-6 pending the PAT.
About 60 yards, 61 yards or so.
Ball was at the 41, so what, 59? Yeah.
Well,
2 big plays on the ground, Scott. And look, the one set of legs that we did not account for here was the quarterback for Sam Houston, that big 6'1" with apparently a lot of stride.
And a big gun for an arm, so, he's going to be something to contend with the whole night.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and plenty of leg, and it is good. Now it is a tied ball game, 6:16 remaining here in the first quarter. 7-7, Rebels about to receive the ensuing kickoff when we come back here on News Talk 96.5 KPEL and streaming on 446 Sports.
Central Louisiana. This is your home for live sports action. From the field to the court, 446 Sports delivers the games you love with expert commentary and passionate coverage. Cheer for your favorite athletes and relive the moments that define our community spirit. Our sponsors keep us in the game. Together, we bring you the best in local sports coverage.
Richetto's road game. Sam Houston answers Teurlings' big play with a big play of their own. A 59-yard touchdown run by Gavin Bro, the quarterback for Sam Houston. And Mr. Brasda, we are tied at 7.
I think in terms of the Rebels' defense, the couple big plays by Sam Houston, missed tackles. I mean, we're making contact.
Back deep to receive for the Rebels, Scott. That is EDB, looks like standing at his own 10-yard line. He's the only man back deep. Makes you wonder what scouting report they have on the kicker from Sam Houston.
Yeah.
Because you do have Viator up close, as well as it looks like Schwander.
He's there at the 10.
This ball is popped into the air. EDB will take it just shy of the 20 to the 25. Looks for a little crease. He's going to get to the 30, where he's finally taken down at the 31-yard line. And that's where the Rebels will set up shop for a Chick-fil-A first down and 10.
For just a second, there was this huge gap. And I thought, man, EDB's going to scoot up the middle. That one closed quickly. Lots of speed on the Broncos side.
It did, Scott, look like he had an opportunity to turn that into a big play. Instead, the Rebels, though, will start with really solid field position at their own 31. The Rebels have one offensive play. It was 67 yards or 63 yards for a touchdown. Here comes offensive play number 2. Twins are to the far side. Lone wide receiver is Celestine to the near. Evans is the back. Handoff, Evans up the middle. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. The misdirection on this one didn't fool Sam Houston.
Fool me once, shame on.
Yeah. Timeout on the field at 6 minutes. We're going to need to take the break here. Hydration timeout. We'll be right back. 7-7 ball game. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. This is Teurlings Rebels football.
The words
Shadows Road game coming to you from the Summit Financial Press Box, high above Sam Houston High School Stadium. I guess this is Bronco Stadium, Scott?
Yeah, it says it right. Well, at least it says Broncos up there.
It does. It does say Broncos, but it doesn't necessarily
over
say
there
Broncos
it says
Stadium.
SHHS Broncos.
So here we go. Second down and officially 9 for the Teurlings Rebels from their own 32-yard line. Trips are now to the far side. Rebels moving left to right across your radio, Android, iPhone application. Handoff Evans, and a helmet popped in the air. Wow. As Evans gets to the 33, maybe another yard, it's going to set up third down and long, and Evans is checking himself out.
In comes Schwander.
Good news for the Rebels here is that you don't have too much of a drop-off from Evans to Schwander. You've got another quality back, different style, but still quality back. Problem is, it's third down and 8 from deep in your own territory.
Yeah, Schwander got so much work during the summer, big on his development.
Munoz, straight drop back on third down, pump fake. Now he's going to step up, and now he's going to run. There are the legs of Munoz, converting for a first down, cross the 45 to the 50, to the 45, Munoz to the 40, and Alex Munoz has a little magic of his own in the legs, converts the first down all the way to the 39-yard line of Sam Houston.
29-yard run, Kavan, and you brought it up during the pregame. I mean, Alex's legs, and could he be an X factor? Well, you're looking good right now.
Now the Rebels go a little hurry up of their own, swapping receivers from one side to the other, so it will now be twins to the near side, which is the short side of the field. Celestine is split to the far. Play action to Schwander. Munoz wants to throw. Now he's going to roll to his right under pressure. Throws. He's got Viator for a nice gain on the Chick-fil-A first down.
And very patient. I mean, Alex pumped, and just waited for a second. I mean, that patience, just another second or two, and suddenly Viator's right there to get a nice first down gain.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, set up second down and 4.
Quinn Seymour coming in on the wide receiver core.
Might even be a gain of 7.
Schwander stays in at running back.
Lone wide receiver to the far side. Viator, the lone wide receiver, to the near. New 2 tight ends set for the Rebels. Handoff, Schwander. Flag on the play. There's going to be movement. Schwander inside the 30. It would have converted the first down, but yeah, Scott, that's going to be an illegal procedure on the Teurlings Rebels.
Yeah, right side of the Rebels line. Second, or illegal formation is what they're calling.
I don't know how you can call that an illegal formation, but that's for the officials to decide.
Let's just say that we don't quite agree with what they called it.
What was the term you used? The perspective from which they saw the play was not the perspective from which we saw the play. I did think, though, Scott, we had people move before the snap.
That's what I did, too. I'm a master at filling time. Just ask any producer at our TV station.
So 2nd down and short now turns into 2nd down and 9. Lone wide receiver to the near side is Seymour. Play action to Schwander. Throw over the middle. Viator's got the ball, and Viator is converted a Chick-fil-A 1st down and 10 inside the Hub City Ford red zone at the 19-yard line. Beautiful throw and catch from Munoz to Viator.
Glue on his hands. I mean, fully extended. And Andrew just reached out there and pow.
Schwander stays in at running back. Seymour and Viator are your wide receivers. Handoff, Schwander. He's going to be caught in the backfield. Can he get away? He cannot. It's going to be a loss on the play of about 5.
And Sam Houston got back there quickly.
Yeah, not on Schwander at all. He had nowhere to go. Rebels getting the play from the sideline. 7-7 ball game. 3:36 remaining here in the first quarter. Rebels trying to get back in the lead. EDB checks in. Munoz, play action, throws, and it's over the head of his intended receiver on the far side. He was looking for his tight end. And Scott, that was Benoit that he was looking for. Or check that, was that Cantrell? 36? Yes, that was Cantrell. Again, setting up 3rd down and long from the Rebels. Rebels, though, Scott, in somewhat of no man's land with the ball spotted just shy of the 24-yard line of Sam Houston.
Range on field goals, the range on the leg for Logan Boudreaux. They feel really comfortable about 40. Although he has certainly had done kickoffs that are 60 yards deep.
Oh, Rebels have a miscue of epic proportions. The ball gets snapped. Munoz isn't looking for it. People are moving all over. Thank goodness they got a procedure penalty.
Yeah, the whistle blew before or as the ball was even snapped. So,
yeah, you had moving parts all over the field, and the Rebels are moving in the wrong direction now on this drive. After having a really nice gain on 1st down, they're now all the way back to 3rd down and almost 20.
So let's get some of it here.
To your point, Scott, this really puts them in no man's land now. Ball spotted at the 29-yard line.
So how about some of it here and then the rest of it on 4th down?
Munoz, straight drop back, steps up. Throws, he's got EDB, stays in bounds, and EDB's inside the 15-yard line. But Scott,
he's marking him before.
The official is marking him. He caught the ball farther downfield than where the official is marking him, didn't he?
I'm not sure, Kevon, but, he pirouetted, but that foot was close to that line, so.
And, Scott, we have an injured player on the field. We are going to ask everyone, as we always do, say a prayer for any injury. This is a Teurlings Rebel. Remember, these young men's lives go on after the game's end, and this is one where they're having a solid conversation with somebody. Looks to be an offensive lineman, Scott.
It's a big body. Come on, let's see. 70. Can't tell. Is that 72? Looks like he's trying to get up.
Is that Josh Burrows? It is. That's Josh Burrows, number 72. He's up and he's coming off the field. He is being assisted by coaches. He's got a left leg issue.
A left leg that's not touching the ground.
And, Scott, that's an important piece for the Rebels. We hate to see Josh come off the field like that because that is your center.
And now they're calling it an illegal forward pass.
They said Munoz was past the line of scrimmage?
That's what they're saying.
Oh, Scott, this one's a problem. This one's a problem because that was not an illegal forward pass. And Coach Corville is not happy. And I don't blame him. Because they spotted the ball. When did they throw the flag?
I never saw the flag.
Nobody ever threw a flag, and all of a sudden, so now they're saying it's 4th down. It should be 3rd down. It needs to go back to 3rd down, and it's now 3rd down and 25.
And we're going to try a 51-yard field goal.
Well, no, but it's 4th down, Scott, for some reason. Snap, hold, kick is up. He's got the leg, and he gets it through. It's good. Teurlings Rebels. Logan Boudreau with a bomb of a kick. Scott, that was a 49-yard kick. 51 for Boudreau to take a 10-7 lead with 3:08 remaining on the Ochsner Lafayette General Orthopedic game clock. So, Scott, I'm trying to figure out
so many things happen so quickly right there, Kevon.
If there was a penalty, why didn't the play get played over? Instead of it being 4th down, it should have been 3rd down.
Never saw a flag.
Never saw a flag.
Now, was illegal forward pass, is that one of those quirky penalties where you lose it down?
I don't think you can lose the down on the pass. The only way you lose the down on a pass is an intentional grounding, correct?
You get Daniel Gautreaux on speed dial.
Yeah, it's a lot of questions
Where's Dad,
on that
Greg?
one. A lot of questions on that one.
Hello, Gautreaux. Hello, Gautreaux. Regardless, the Rebels have a 3-point lead. Logan Boudreau, I told you Mikey Corville and company felt comfortable with him from 40 yards out. They might start feeling a little more comfortable and add another 10 to it because that 51-yarder was point.
Wow.
What a quirky.
Scott, we haven't had a 50-yarder kick for the Teurlings Rebels in years.
Oh, wow.
Boudreau puts his foot into this one. It will be taken in again by Edwards, just shy of his own goal line. Edwards to the 10, to the 15, makes a man miss. He's at the 20, finally gets hit trying to fight
Chavis
Rebels.
has him.
And the Rebels are going to stop him at the 25-yard line.
There were 5 Rebels around there, but Caden Chavis hit him and held on. So for the Rebels' help, that was just such a screwy,
Scott, the
complex.
end of that drive. Talk about huge resilience from the Teurlings Rebels. At the end of that drive, moving backwards, the penalties that were called, everything that happened, and then all of a sudden you get a massive field goal from your kicker to give you the 10-7 lead with 2:59 remaining here in the first quarter. Huge turnaround. So that'll bring Gavin Bro back out, the quarterback for Sam Houston. Haney now steps to his side. Haney gets the handoff. No, Bro keeps it. Bro tries the left side. Bro goes over a man. He'll be taken down just shy of the 30. They'll give him the 30, even though he never got there. Actually, almost looked like he was going to give him the 31.
The good thing is the Rebel defense will remember what happened on that big run.
Gain of 5 on first down for Sam Houston.
Deculus is all over the field. He was one of those in there on that tackle.
2 wide receivers to the far side. Edwards, the lone wide receiver, to the near. Bro, play action, rolls to his right, wants to throw. He's got a man wide open just shy of the 40. It's going to be caught at the 39. That's good for a first down for Sam Houston.
Chavis on coverage, but he was like 7 yards back. Greg Gautreaux. I put out a call. Former NFL official Greg Gautreaux chiming in, and he says that kind of play is a loss of down. Illegal forward pass is a loss of down.
Interesting. Learn something new. Tell him thank you very much.
Greg Gautreaux, I think he's listening since he heard about this.
Appreciate it.
But, Greg, we've got you on speed dial now.
Bro calls to the football. Handoff Haney. Haney's going to be across the 40. He'll be taken down at the 42. That's a gain of about 5 on first down.
Deculus and Maha. All right, Deculus, who had 10 tackles last week. Kevon, I've called his name 5 or 6 times already.
Second down and officially 6. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Bro, hands off Haney. Haney's got some room. Haney across the 45. Haney to the 50 to the 45, where he's finally taken down by Deculus for the Rebels, but not after another first down was picked up by Sam Houston. And Sam Houston, Scott, has found something on the ground here late in the first quarter.
It's going to be this kind of game. Let's play hangman, and I'll start to spell shootout.
Two wide receivers on the far side. Bro, play action. Now being pressured. Where's the hold? 75 grabbed
75
the back of
holding big
Maha.
time.
He grabbed the back of his jersey and yanked him, and nobody saw it.
Well, we saw it.
Yeah, we did see it. Incomplete pass sets up 2nd down and 10 now for Sam Houston.
All right, so they have ice on Burrow's left knee.
The good news is he has a brace on the knee and had a brace on the knee when this happened. Hopefully the knee is okay. 2nd down and 10 now. Rebels lead at 10-7. 54 seconds remain here in the first quarter. Haney goes in motion far side. Bro throws a little middle screen. It's caught, plenty of room to the 40 and taken down just shy or right at the 45-yard line.
Look, Coach Corville wasn't lying. Yep. Sam Houston brings so many things. It's mass confusion because they present so many different things. We've seen so many different looks.
Solid pickup on 2nd down, makes it 3rd down and 1. Credit Jacob Dean with the tackle. Bro directing traffic. Changes the play, now calls for the football again on 3rd and short. Handoff Haney, and Scott, I thought I saw a lot of movement on that offensive line before the ball was snapped. I think the coaches thought they saw some too. You can hear him yelling up here in the press box. Haney gets just enough for the 1st down, though. And that is going to do it for the first quarter. Rebels take a 10-7 lead going into the 2nd quarter. This is Teurlings Rebels football on News Talk 96.5 KPEL.
For over 40 years, Tim's Southern Air of Acadiana has kept homes cool, safe, and running strong, day or night. From expert air conditioning services to dependable whole home generators, our certified team is always ready when you need us most. We're not just technicians, we're neighbors who care. Southern Air of Acadiana. Let us bear it. Call 337-339-9661 or visit timsac.com.
Quarter here at Sam Houston High School alongside Scott Brazda. Ike Brunet down on the sidelines getting highlights, and Tyler Darbone back at the studio keeping us on the air. I'm Kevon Bordelon. Rebels lead at 10-7 over Sam Houston, but the Broncos are driving. Teams have now switched sides, which means the Broncos now moving left to right. That is south to north here in Bronco Stadium. 1st down and 10 at the Rebel 33. Bro keeps it and gets back to the 30 before he's finally brought down. He'll fall to the 29. And Scott, he's a big body at 6'1", 220.
Seth Miller gave him a good pop at the 30, but he fell ahead another couple yards. Oh, the mark at one more, just past the 29. Doing a bit of a hurry up.
The Rebels trying to get some fresh bodies in on the defensive front. High snap. Bro hands off Haney left side. Haney is going to be inside the 25-yard line. It's probably going to be enough or very close to a 1st down.
I would not be surprised. Those high snaps are coming on a fairly regular rate. That could be a problem. I'm hoping it is.
And Scott, it appears that the entire offensive game plan for Sam Houston is run Haney, run Bro, and that's it.
It's been of late, that's for sure.
High snap again, handoff Haney left side, and Haney's going to be tackled. Ball comes out and then goes out of bounds. Sam Houston gets a lucky bounce after a nice gain on first. Check that second down. Makes it 3rd and short.
Deculus Jackson, Broussard Chavis. By the way, we're finding out Greg Gautreau's watching, our good friends from 446 in Canada. He is the grandfather of Andrew Viator, our receiver.
Ah.
There you go. Regardless, Greg, we're going to call you every second anytime we don't understand a rule. This will be a lot.
Yeah, now that we know that. 2 wide receivers to the near side. They converted the first down on the last play. Bro is going to roll to his right. Bro under pressure. That's thrown into the flat. Caught by Edwards just shy of the 15. Tackled immediately.
That was a long throw across the field.
And we have an ineligible man downfield. Flag was thrown on the far sideline. That's going to back up that play. So wipe out the completion. This penalty goes against Sam Houston.
Well, that's all right. Greg Gautreau can be proud of his grandson. Heck of a football player.
Yes, he is. So let's see where this brings the ball.
27 to the 27.
Bro calling for the football now on 2nd down and 17. Handoff, Haney right side. Haney's going to be hit just past the line of scrimmage. He might pick up 2 on the carry. That's going to set up 3rd down and 12.
Frugier and Weibel. Weibel getting in there and making that stop. Welcome back, Aiden.
Now, Scott, do we have the official calling him in for a conference? Or are the officials having a conference?
I don't know. For a second, they all gathered, and I thought the officials might be saying, cut it out.
Now the officials back out. Ball is spotted at the 24-yard line of the Rebels. 3rd down and 12 for Sam Houston. Rebels lead at 10-7, 10-19 left on the Oshner Lafayette General Orthopedic game clock. Empty backfield for Bro. Rebels showing pressure, now back off.
Rebel coaches are screaming about something.
Yes, they are. They are redirecting something.
Well, there was a mismatch all the way on the left side.
High snap, Bro, and do we get a timeout? Or is there a delay of game? Play clocks were getting close. It is delay of game against the offense, so make 3rd and 12, 3rd and 17.
I'm telling you, that high snap is getting higher and higher.
Yes, it is, Scott.
So a couple penalties on this series for Sam Houston.
So big 3rd down. Both teams, when they got deep into enemy territory, ended up going the wrong direction. Man now comes in motion. That's going to be a keeper for Bro. Bro is going to be inside the 20. He's going to pick up enough to make it about 4th and 7.
Their kicking team.
And it looks like we have an opportunity for Sam Houston to try and tie the ball game. Ball spotted at the 19-yard line. So this would officially be, what, a 36-yarder, Mr. Brazda?
Does he have a bare leg? I mean...
No, he does not have a bare foot.
I mean, shorts and...
Snap is back. Hold is down. No, hold is not down. They're just going to throw this one. It's going to be almost intercepted, incomplete, and the Rebels defense holds off the bad snap. Turnover on downs. Chick-fil-A 1st down and 10 for the Rebel offense at their own 21-yard line.
Bobbled snap. Good job by the Rebels. Weathering a storm is still with that 3-point lead.
Rebels have stolen another possession here in the ballgame.
Let's see if we get Kaysen back. I see him. He was standing on the sideline a little while ago. You know, last week he took some big breaks. You know, just hopefully just trying to ease in his resumption of his workload.
We are going to see Mesh come in at running back.
And Mesh played so well last week.
Mesh did. Celestine going to the far side. Looks like you're going to have a bunch formation on the far side of the field for the Rebels. Nobody on the near. Handoff. Mesh tries to go over. He does go over a defender and a lineman at about the 20. He'll get to the 22. Call it a gain of 2 or 3 on first down.
He hit it quickly. There just wasn't a hole, so he decided to make one of his own.
Dangerous, though, Scott, to come off your feet like that right at the line of scrimmage. Celestine is split wide to the far on second down. Viator in the slot on the near side.
Kent Mason has so much confidence in Spencer Mesh.
That's the high snap for the Rebels. Munoz is trying to chase this one. He'll fall on it back at the 5 or 6 yard line, Scott, and that is near disaster for the Rebels offensively.
When I said a high snap was going to haunt somebody, we didn't want it to happen to us.
So that sets up third down and half a mile for the Rebels in the shadow of their own goalpost.
The Rebels need to be at the 27. They are at the 5.
Munoz directing traffic. Scott, it seems like you've had some confusion offensively for the Rebels on this series. Play clocks are at 8.
Oh, you have a new center.
And now you're going to have to take a timeout here in the second quarter. Rebels lead at 10-7, 7:45 left on the Oshner Lafayette General Orthopedic game clock. We'll be back on News Talk 96.5 KPEL, streaming on 446 Sports.
You can start a rewarding career as an emergency medical technician sooner than you think. The National EMS Academy, a division of Acadian Ambulance, can train you in just 12 weeks at their campuses in Alexandria, Baton Rouge, Covington, Lafayette, Lake Charles, New Orleans, and Thibodaux. Students
This is a Richetto's Road game coming to you from the Summit Financial Press Box alongside Scott Brazda. I'm Kavan Bordelon. Rebels lead at 10-7, 7:45 remaining in the second quarter. But, Scott, the Rebels are on their own 5-yard line and need to get to the 28-yard line.
So
23.
Third and 23.
Munoz by himself in the backfield. Calls for the football. Munoz is just going to run to the left side. Now he's going to run up the middle. He will go all the way across the 15-yard line. Scott, that was just a play designed to get enough distance to kick the punt.
Yeah, I'd get Boudreaux a little extra room for the punt.
First punt of the evening for either team comes with 7:27 remaining in the second quarter.
Isn't that our first punt of the year?
It very well may be now that you say that.
All right, Logan.
Boudreaux stands basically at his own goal line. Gets this kick away, a high spiraling kick. It's going to bounce at the 43 to 45 to the 50 to the 48-yard line. No return. Really nice kick by Boudreaux. And Sam Houston will start with tremendous field position thanks to the bad snap.
Well, it's a shame because you had a chance to flip the script, but a bad snap just really, put you into a deep, deep hole. Plus side, you did buy your defense a little time to rest because they are going to be tired tonight.
Oh, they're going to be tired tomorrow night from this. 6:58 remaining here in the second quarter. Rebels lead at 10-7.
Some fresh bodies. Number 44, Jude Smith, junior defensive lineman out there. Luke Abear's out there, number 42. But Luke's a regular.
Bro calling for the football. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Fakes the handoff, now keeps it around the left side. He's got some running room, and Scott, keeping account of the quarterback is a problem here tonight for the Teurlings Rebels. The running quarterback has basically been the only offense that Sam Houston has here.
Well, we had a running quarterback last week, but it's a totally different animal because the way Sam Houston does is so cohesive and so smooth.
Scott, this is more of a running back quarterback as
Yeah.
opposed to a scrambling quarterback.
Yeah, good point.
First down and 10, handoff, and that's going to, nope. The pass is almost he caught it?
Caught it.
Did someone else catch that, Scott? There's a flag on the play, though, on the far side. Hard to make that play call because it looked like the throw from Bro was going to be intercepted. Then someone came down with the ball somewhere. An eligible receiver downfield against Sam Houston again.
It looked like Chavis almost had it.
So instead of a nice completion on first down, they're going to back Sam Houston up substantially to set up first down and long. Ball will come to the near side hash now, or just shy of the near side hash, and it will be 1st and 15. Ball now comes back to the 42.5-yard line. Oh, false start on Sam Houston. That should back him up 5 yards. Not one, but two wide receivers took off down the field while the ball was still sitting on the turf under the hand of the center.
So either the receivers were correct and everyone else was wrong, or the other 9 guys.
So turn 1st and 15 into 1st and 20.
When, they're digging their own hole. Now you can't let them out of it. I mean, you've got them backed up through their own missteps.
Bro fakes the handoff, wants to throw, throws into the flat. He's got a receiver behind the line of scrimmage who now comes up and will get a short gain out of it on first down.
Nice job by Caden Chavis.
Now, Scott, the interesting part of this conversation is number 79 was, he was about 15 yards downfield. People are wondering why he can do that. That ball was thrown behind the line of scrimmage. So it's not a forward pass.
Look, major props to Chavis because he was man-to-man.
Yep. There's our 6-minute mark here in the second quarter. 10-7 Rebels lead it. Defense trying to get off the field. We'll take a quick break here on News Talk 96.5 KPEL and streaming on 446 Sports. At Sam Houston High School in Moss Bluff, Louisiana, alongside Scott Brazda. I'm Kevon Bordelon. Presented by your Acadiana area State Farm agents, Rebels lead at 10-7, 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Second down and call it 17 for Sam Houston at the Rebel 44-yard line. Bro sends a man in motion, looks to his right, now throws back to his left. One tackle broken, not a second or a third, and that's going to be another loss of yardage, a TFL, tackle for loss by the Rebel defense. Make it third down, Scott, and 19.
Multiple hits. Maha, Fruge. I'm missing somebody. Lucas Gidry. Number
Rebel
90, Lucas Gidry. Way to go, Luke.
Rebel defense would love to force a punt right here.
Yeah.
Bro all by himself in the backfield for Sam Houston. 5 wide receivers. Looks to his left on third and long. Throws near side. He's got Edwards, who is wrapped up as soon as he catches the football. He's not going to get the first down. It's going to be fourth down and about 13. As Edwards is a little slow to get up, we hope that the young man is okay. We're seeing several injuries here tonight as we're seeing players get looked at pretty consistently on both sides.
Look, give it to Alec Castile, one-on-one again with a tall, speedy receiver. And just made the great wrap and roll.
EDB back to receive the punt, stands at his own 10. Rebel faithful trying to come alive here As we've already had one bad snap on special teams, this one is not. It's a good snap. Ball is away. EDB catches it and muffs the punt. Looks like he got it back, though. He did. And the Rebels will have a Chick-fil-A first down and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Disaster averted as EDB was able to fall on the muffed punt.
Well, EDB's plan was a good one. He was trying to catch it so it didn't roll close to the end zone.
The rule is the 10-yard line.
Right.
That ball was about the 12 when he tried to field it because it was kind of in that no man's land.
In traffic.
Yes, and it's a bad situation if you're the guy trying to return the punt from there or trying to field the punt from there.
All right, so Schwander is in at running back. We have not seen Case and Evans.
Celestine split wide to the far side. Price comes in motion to the near side. This is a Munoz run to the left side of the offensive line. Munoz is going to get out to about the 15-yard line, slips and falls. They might give him the 16. Nope, that is not the case. That's a short gain on the Chick-fil-A first down.
A couple times Munoz has run now, and his feet have gone away from him, or given out on him, gone away from him.
Twins are now split to the far side. Viator is in the slot. Price is wide to the near side in the slot, with Celestine split out all the way to the far side. Munoz to throw. Now rolls to his right. Now throws, and he's got a man at Schwander. Schwander to the 30, Schwander to the 40, Schwander to the 43-yard line. Scott, I'm leery of the officiating crew. I do not see a flag as Munoz had started to scramble and then threw the short pass to pick up the Chick-fil-A first down. Nice catch and run by Schwander.
Well, he takes a couple steps forward, and you wonder how close he is to the line, and we didn't see a flag last time, and it turned out to be a flag. But Schwander, nice job. You know, he caught a ball last week, the only running back to catch a ball in that win against Opelousas. Nice job by Ian.
Ball spotted at the Rebel 44-yard line. Schwander again in the backfield, in the pistol, behind Munoz. Munoz throws a little flare to the near side. That's Viator. Viator with room. Viator to the 40. Viator to the 30. Viator to the 10. Viator to the touchdown. Teurlings Rebels. Another Cafe Sydney May 6. Swing pass to Viator, and he takes it to the house.
Grandpa Greg Gotro, that one's for you. 56 yards or so?
Yes. 56 yards exactly, Mr. Brasda.
I love being exact. I love being right. Broke a tackle, broke a couple tackles, and then that 4.5 speed, or as Mikey Corville said, may be better.
It might be better. I believe it's better. Snap, hold, kick is good. Rebels have made it a 17-7 lead here at Sam Houston High School. 3:04 remaining on the Ochsner Lafayette General Orthopedic game clock here in the second quarter. Alongside Scott Brasda, I'm Kavan Bordelon. This is Teurlings Rebels football. Ain't it exciting?
From Haney.
Oh, absolutely.
Just a little bit too much trying to kick it away from Haney.
Boudreaux has had himself a night, though. A touchback and a 50-plus yard field goal.
51-yard field goal. Logan. I want to say, and I don't know the stats, but I know we didn't see Mater go that far, but Ian Judice
might be the last 50-yarder that I think we've had. So here come the Sam Houston Broncos. A first down at their own 35-yard line, courtesy of the kick going out of bounds. Haney behind him in the pistol. 2 receivers to the far side. Now Haney will step up to the shotgun. Haney's going to get it around the left side. Haney will break a tackle in the backfield, and he'll surge out past the 40 to the 42-yard line.
Jack Snyder on that tackle, and then Maha came flying over.
And Sam Houston going hurry up. Remember, the Rebels get the ball to start the third quarter. Handoff, Haney again, left side. Haney with a little bit of room. He won't quite get to the 45. They might give him the spot, but his body is not touching the 45, and they are giving him the first down at the 45.
This time the Rebels did a much better job of stopping that. Jackson Broussard scooting all the way over from the middle.
Well, Scott, as you said, number 79 is the 51st state. Half of their offensive game plan is line up and run around the outside. Right behind number 75. It's a smart game plan. Bro calls to the football, under 2:20 remaining here in the first half. Bro rolls out now to his right. Looks in the flat. He's got a man, and it is incomplete, out of bounds. He was looking for his junior wide receiver, Kamarian Edwards, and couldn't come up with a completion. That'll set up 2nd down and 10.
He was open.
And, Scott, the Rebels seem to be very happy to allow a 5-yard, 7-yard out. They do not want to give up anything deep.
Well, with all the big plays they had last week against Leesville and what we've seen here a couple times.
2 minutes, 12 seconds remain here in the first half. 2nd down and 10 from their own 45. Sam Houston, quarterback, calls for the football. Handoff, Haney. Haney spins out of a tackle, gets across the 50. He will be marked down at the Rebel 48-yard line. It's going to set up 3rd down and manageable.
Maha and Snyder, bunch of Rebels hitting. But I think it shows you also the strength of Haney.
Oh, yeah, Scott, he's
not the biggest guy, but boy.
Lower body strength. And he's got that low center of gravity as well. Twins near, twins far, 3rd down and 4. Bro calling for the football. Now turns around, says something to Haney, calls for the football again. Bro's just going to keep it, and Bro is going to surge into the line, Scott, and fall across the Rebel 45 for the first down. 6'1", 210, that'll get you that.
Aiden Weibel coming back into the game. Snyder comes out. Good to have Aiden back in act.
Bro again with Haney in the backfield. Bro, straight drop back on 1st down. Throws long. He's got a man open, and it's incomplete. On the far side, it's the younger Haney who had gotten behind the defender but was not able to come down with the completion as that ball was overthrown just a bit. Set up 2nd and 10 from the Rebel 45 with 1:06 left in the first half.
He had a step and a half on Chavis.
Scott, if the Rebels can steal here and keep Sam Houston out of the end zone or from between the uprights, they have an opportunity to potentially double up the touchdown and then come back and get the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
105 to prove it.
Haney gets the handoff left side. No, Bro keeps it. Bro goes to about the 42-yard line. It's going to be a short gain, maybe 3. They might give him the 41, call it 4. Sets up 3rd down and 6.
Nice job by Jackson. Deculus around there as well, but Jackson Broussard, I think, did the trip up.
48 seconds left in the first half. We got a timeout on the board. Scott, you and I will stay here for the broadcast. The Rebel defense has given up 7 points, and it feels like it has been so much worse.
Oh, my gosh. Well, because Sam Houston's so darn dangerous, and you can't rest. Every play, you're on edge. You know, because they run an incredibly efficient offense. They've got a very good quarterback who can run and throw. And they've got a running back who may be only like 5'6", but he plays so big.
Oh, I think I think he looks small from here, but I guarantee if you get down on the field next to him, he's going to be a larger young man than you think.
Well, you notice I'm saying it way over here and not to his face.
But I have to agree with you as well. This is one of those scenarios where, you know, the Teurlings Rebels have that opportunity defensively. They've done such a solid job, but they've just been on the field for a long time here in the first half.
They're having to work hard. You know, the Rebels keep sending in bodies. We have a new one in there, Seth Young, defensive lineman, the sophomore.
3rd down and 7 for the Sam Houston Broncos. Rebel 42-yard line. Bro drops back to throw. Throws, and it's incomplete and almost intercepted through the hands of the receiver, off the hands of Chavis on the far side, and I bet he wants that one back, Mr. Brazda.
Chavis has had 2, but that one was directly into his hands. But you're kind of thrown off because that receiver, your vision on that ball is blocked off for a second. And then you've got that split second to make that grab. Suddenly you see the ball in your face and you go, oh.
Now, Scott, this is interesting because you would think Sam Houston would punt the ball with 44 seconds remaining, 4th down and 7. Instead, they're going for it on 4th and 7. Haney comes in motion near side. A little swing pass to Haney, and he drops it. It's incomplete. The Teurlings Rebels will take over on downs at their own 41-yard line with 40 seconds remaining. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. Come back right here on News Talk 96.5 KPEL, streaming on 446 Sports. 17-7, 40 seconds remaining in the half. Alongside Scott Brazda, I'm Kevon Bordelon. Munoz to throw. Throws, and it's caught and then pulled out of bounds on the far side. Was that Viator, Scott? Check that. No, that is Price.
Yeah, okay. That AJ's first catch?
That is his first catch of the night. It's good for 9 on the Chick-fil-A first down. Ball spotted at the 50-yard line.
AJ had such a big game last week. 4 catches, 88 yards, a TD, and then a tough first down and another big gainer.
Munoz calls for the football. 35 ticks remaining on the clock. Play action. Munoz makes a man miss in the backfield. Now Munoz up the middle. Munoz inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And Coach Michael Corville is saying, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. He doesn't want to take his time out yet. Chick-fil-A first down and 10 at the 39-yard line of Sam Houston. 20 seconds remain here in the first half. 19. 16. There's the snap. Throw over the middle is caught by Price. Stiff arm. Price inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. The clock stops with 8 seconds remaining, and now we get a timeout.
Nice, quick pitch and catch, and Price, great hands. We've seen 2. I mean, Andrew Viator, his first catch of the night, across the middle for that first down. Perfect hands. A.J. Price right there, tough, stick-on hands.
Coach Corville having a conversation with his team. And, Scott, we had this conversation in that very quick break. At the Rebel 44-yard line, Sam Houston's coach had a chance to pin the Rebels deep in their own territory with 30-some-odd seconds left. The Rebels would have just had to taken the ball into the half. The Rebels now have the ball, we now know, easily within field goal range with the ball spotted at the 19-yard line. And you get 2 plays here. You get a throw into the end zone, and then you get your attempt. If the Rebels hit pay dirt and get into the end zone, that is a costly decision by the head coach for Sam Houston. Trips to the near side. Celestine is the lone man on the very inside slot. Munoz, straight drop back. Throws, looking to the end zone. Touchdown! Teurlings Rebels, another Cafe. Sidney May 6, A.J. Price.
And just outran the defender. I mean, as he got to about the 5, he had that extra step or 2.
What a throw.
Beautiful.
By Alex Munoz, and what a route by A.J. Price.
It was just a timing fly pattern along the sideline.
Scott, we said it could have been the most hubris call to go for it on 4th down.
Good word.
And now, instead of the Rebels taking a 17-7 lead into the half and kneeling it down inside their own 10, the Rebels are a PAT away from making this 24-7. And guess what? The PAT was good.
Just what a perfect pass. And, you know, the things you can do with A.J. Price now, you can be all over the place.
The Rebels will now need to do the ensuing kickoff in order for time to expire, because there are still 3 seconds left on the clock here at Sam Houston High School, as the Rebels now lead at 24-7 over the Sam Houston Broncos. And again, Scott, thank you for the call of going for it on 4th down.
Yep, we appreciate it, Coach. Thank you very much. But I was going to say, A.J. Price, you can do so many things with him. He's kind of like the Andrew Frugier of offense. Frugier, you move him all over the place. Price set up wide.
You had 3 catches on that drive by Price, including the 19-yard touchdown.
So 44 seconds is just enough time.
All they needed was 41. Boudreaux set for ensuing kickoff. Smartly kicks this down the middle. That's going to be picked up by Edwards. Edwards will try to make a man miss. He does make one, makes a second. Now he comes to the near sidelines, and now he's going to go down at the 31-yard line, Scott. And that is going to do it for the first half. Rebels will take us into halftime with a 24-7 lead over the Sam Houston Broncos. The road-traveling Rebels are showing some gumption on News Talk 96.5 KPEL, streaming on 446 Sports.
Central Louisiana. This is your home for live sports action. From the field to the court, 446 Sports delivers the games you love with expert commentary and passionate coverage. Cheer for your favorite athletes and relive the moments that define our community spirit. Our sponsors keep us in the game. Together, we bring you the best in local sports coverage. Join the 446 Sports family today. Watch, cheer, celebrate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. 446 Sports, where Central Louisiana comes to play.
You can start a rewarding career as an emergency medical technician sooner than you think. The National EMS Academy, a division of Acadian Ambulance, can train you in just 12 weeks at their campuses in Alexandria, Baton Rouge, Covington, Lafayette, Lake Charles, New Orleans, and Thibodaux. Students who complete the class and pass the National Registry exam are eligible to work for Acadian Ambulance. Classes start soon. Learn more at becomeamedic.com.
The highlights, they should be really nice from the first half. Rebels lead at 24-7.
And, of course, those highlights, our man Ike will certainly have a lot of those after the ball game. I'm exhausted. I mean, this is – it's 24-7, but, you know, just watching Sam Houston, you know they can make that up in a relatively short time. But way to go, Rebels. I mean, talk about resiliency and talk about smart play. And so many different spots where I'll go back to resiliency, and that one series where we were getting deep and then we had a couple penalties, moved us all the way back to, what, the 39?
Yes.
And then
the 34.
And then you're trotting out Boudreaux for a 51-yard field goal attempt. Again, in Mikey Corville's words from last week, they feel good about Logan, pretty consistent from 40 yards out.
You put him out 11 yards
they added
past
11
that,
more.
and it would have been good from about 3 to 4 or 5 more yards.
Yeah, I mean, he just got everything on it. Thank you to the Teurlings Rebel soccer team, because they've been great, between Charlie Mader and, Ian Judy's before that, and now Logan. And I mean, Logan's just exceeding expectations. I mean, we saw bits and pieces when he filled in for Charlie last year. But now that it's all his job, man, he's just tearing it up.
And, Scott, I'm going to make the argument that field goal is what led to the next. I mean, obviously you can say it led to the next, 17 points. But my point is that was what created the momentum, because the Rebels, as we said, had driven deep.
And that was kind of a mess. We had a couple penalties, and you looked like we were wouldn't have been surprised if we kicked it in the wrong direction, but they righted the ship.
Came away with something, and then all of a sudden you get not only another big play, but then you get a 41-second drive for a touchdown to end the half.
And, we've seen the last couple times that Sam Houston's had the ball, a Broncos team that's a little out of sorts. The Rebels are doing some different things, whether it's bringing in some fresh bodies, whether it's moving Frugier all over the place. They are giving – Sam Houston's not as cohesive as they were. That seems to be my word. I've been using about 4 times tonight. You said gumption, though.
I did use gumption.
That's pretty good.
I did.
But they are giving Sam Houston some different looks, whereas Sam Houston was giving us different looks. Now they're having to think about that Rebel defense. So many different – it's hard to pick out a guy right now. Deculus is having another great game. He had 10 tackles last week. He's got to have 6, 7 or so right now. Jackson Broussard's having a really nice game. Maha, every time I turn around on the sideline, he's being taped up on his foot or his ankle, and then he's doing something incredibly courageous and making a great stop out there in that field. Just proud of these guys. Chavis is having a really nice game. He's going to catch one of those balls.
To your point,
I mean, he's breaking
had 2. 2 that he could have come away with, and the second one hit him in a real bad spot, right in the hands. Although it went through the hands of the receiver first,
and
so it makes it really
he had
difficult.
a fraction of a second right there.
Yeah, it makes it really difficult. Actually, the way the ball came out of his hand, if you're a volleyball fan at all, it came out of his hand like a 2-hand dig.
Yeah.
Like it hit one hand, then hit the other and bounced forward off of it, and it bounced way forward.
Got to give Bart Vitt and company some tips or some props, because the Broncos are trying to speed things up. They're no huddling a lot, and the Rebels are getting a bunch of different bodies into some guys we haven't seen before, or limited action maybe late in the game last week, but mixing them in with the veterans. So it's just 1 or 2 guys just to give one of the regular guys a spot, a break. And, these guys just coming in for the first time in this game are doing a great job mixing in, meshing very well with the vets.
And the offense for Sam Houston, we came in talking an awful lot about their running back who had 34 carries and 281 yards last week. The Rebels have done a decent job of containing him tonight. He has not been the damage to the Rebels defensively.
The quarterback.
Yep, their quarterback has run the football well. Shy of that, the Rebel defense has not given up a lot. They have bent, but they have not broken. And
that may be the whole mantra the rest of the way, the bend but not break kind of thing. Give up your yards, but it's kind of like shooting. You and I both shot tons of sports on the football field with our cameras, keeping the action in front of you, and that's what you want to do. You don't want these guys breaking one like Bro did for that long run. Just keep it all in front of you, keep it manageable.
And really, if you think about it, defensively, that's all the Rebels have given up is one long run by Bro. Outside of that, it's been basically between the 20s for Sam Houston.
Yeah, barring anything crazy. I mean, you're certainly not getting that out of Haney, what he did against Leesville last week. Bro is, Bro's the guy that makes things work for this team. I'm impressed.
And it's his legs, not his arm tonight, that's making it happen. We'll come back after this commercial break. Halftime, Teurlings Rebels lead at 24-7 over the Sam Houston High School Broncos here just north of Lake Charles, Louisiana. We'll be back with more on the Teurlings Rebels Football Radio Network, News Talk 96.5 KPEL, and streaming on 446 Sports. Radio alongside Scott Brazda, I'm Kevon Bordelon. Ike Brunei down on the sidelines. Tyler Darbone back in the studio, keeping us on the air. Let's get you some scores from around the Acadiana area as we see them. We will make sure we get them to you. St. Thomas More up on Catholic High of Baton Rouge 14-7. That game is at the half. Lafayette High trails St. Martinville 13-7. That game in the second quarter.
That's the home opener for Lafayette High. First time they've played on their home field in 4 years.
Wow. LCA had a score there just a second ago, and our scoreboard updated.
There you go.
Oh, I hate when this happens. There we go. Lafayette Christian trails Carencro 18-13 at the half.
Yeah, Carencro may be the real deal after beating STM last week.
Certainly a big night for them. Sacred Heart over Pine Prairie, 42-0. See what other scores we have from around the Acadiana area as we get set for the best advice of the game. Mr. Brazda, you want to do that while I effort a couple more scores?
Best
Equitable
advice
Advisors,
of
best advice of the game.
Gregory Audemars, Equitable Advisors, best advice of the game. Don't give up any big plays. Keep things in front of you. Make Sam Houston work for everything they get, and continue to do what you're doing. That last 3 minutes of that second quarter was just so smooth. Protect Alex Munoz.
Big game going on our sister stations. Maybe not as exciting as this one, just because the Rebels are up, and you're listening because you are Rebels fans. But Vermilion Catholic, Brobridge Tigers tied at 13 at the half. That's a big game in the Acadiana area.
Yeah, Brobridge hanging in there because, VC won a state title last year, and they're probably angry because they lost to Catholic High of New Iberia last week.
Central Catholic, I believe that's Morgan City. Eagles 7-6 over Catholic High New Iberia in the second quarter. Basile 10-8 over Mamou. That game also in the second quarter. So, Mr. Brazda, if you would, can you walk us through the scoring here? Because the one thing we didn't talk about was how the Rebels got on the board first.
Let's do it. First quarter, 7:27 to go, and Kason Evans just broke it up the middle and to the right. 63-yard run. Rebels went up 7-0. Sacred Heart, Sam Houston would come right back. The quarterback, Gavin Bro, 59 yards on a run of his own. That made it 7-7. And that was only like 12 seconds after Kason Evans' big run. Later in the first, Logan Boudreaux, 51-yard field goal for the Rebels. That made it 10-7. Go to the second quarter, 3:04 mark. Munoz in the air to Viator, 56 yards, 17-7. And then after the Rebels made a great stop on Sam Houston, Rebels march all the way down the field, 41 yards, 44 yards. And Munoz to Price for a TD, 19 yards. That made it 24-7, and that is your halftime score. Rebels up by 17.
Scott, some other scores just of interest. E.D. White and Jesuit at the half. E.D. White 13, Jesuit 7.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
That is a big Division II 5A matchup. When you think about Jesuit, they are a huge school and, of course, had one of the top defensive players in the country on their roster until just a few weeks ago or a month or two ago, and he then moved to Florida. I believe he's at IMG Academy.
Oh, my gosh. All right.
So you've got those things happening with regards to Jesuit. We've also got a couple of big college games coming up this week. UL back on the field.
Yeah, taking on Missouri, 25th ranked Missouri. Cajuns try to work in their backup quarterback who's gotten in some action, done some nice things. They really picked up the running game. Yeah, it was against McNeese and not Missouri, but still had to be great for the Rebels or for the Raging Cajuns' confidence. And, you go into a foreign territory. It's a great way to make a statement and maybe get some national attention.
LSU this weekend at home, gold game taking on Florida. I don't know about you. I hate playing a team after they have just been.
He keeps his name keeps showing up on the hot seat list. And so how feisty and how desperate will Florida be? We're going to have to see.
Be interesting tomorrow. Great Saturday of football in the Acadiana area. We do have a couple more scores from you. One of them is a non-district score, but an Acadiana area score. Zachary up on Acadiana 21-14 at the half. Southside up on Westgate, 14-6 at the half. And Scott, Westgate's not too far down the road for the Teurlings Rebels.
No, we play Westgate in 2 weeks, and then Southside trying to bounce back from that loss to Notre Dame last week.
Should be a really interesting weekend as the Rebels now all of a sudden start looking at, next week Rebels on the road again, and then right into district play.
Right into district play with that big district in Westgate coming to Teurlings, but got to get through this one up by 17 against a team that can make 17 points disappear pretty quickly, and no time to think of Notre Dame yet either.
We are going to take a quick break. We're going to come right back here on the Teurlings Catholic Football Radio Network. When we come back, we will bring us all the way into start of the third quarter. Rebels get the ball at the start of the third quarter as the Teurlings Rebels lead Sam Houston High School 24-7 right here on News Talk 96.5 KPEL and streaming on 446 Sports.
For over 40 years, Tim's Southern Air of Acadiana has kept homes cool, safe, and running strong, day or night. From expert air conditioning services to dependable whole home generators, our certified team is always ready when you need us most. We're not just technicians, we're neighbors who care. Southern Air of Acadiana, let us bear it. Call 337-339-9661 or visit timsac.com.
You can start a rewarding career as an emergency medical technician sooner than you think. The National EMS Academy, a division of Acadian Ambulance, can train you in just 12 weeks at their campuses in Alexandria, Baton Rouge, Covington, Lafayette, Lake Charles, New Orleans, and Thibodaux. Students who complete the class and pass the National Registry exam are eligible to work for Acadian Ambulance. Classes start soon. Learn more at becomeamedic.com.
Scott Brazda, I'm Kevon Bordelon. Rebels are going to get the ball to start the third quarter. Now, Scott, we need to revisit what happened at the end of the second quarter. 44 seconds on the clock. Ball spotted at the Rebel, 46-yard line? 41-yard line?
Yeah, something like that.
4th down and 7 to 8 for Sam Houston.
And Sam Houston decides to go for it.
You and I discussed some reasons why. There's really only 2 reasons why you would think they went for it. What are the...
Well, one of my thoughts was, that he felt like he had to score. I mean, he's trailing 17-7. Rebels will get the ball back first. Felt like he needed to do something, get something here, get some momentum. Number 2, ego. We don't think we can be stopped.
The result is the Rebels have an opportunity, and I'm not going to say put a nail in a coffin at all. What I will say is if the Rebels can find pay dirt on this drive and take it to a 31-7 lead, that becomes a really bad situation to put your team into. Probably, in middle of the third quarter at worst?
Well, then you start to become one-dimensional. You essentially you'll start taking Haney out of the game because you've got to throw all the time. Defense can start to dial in on you. The prospects for Sam Houston are a little dangerous. Prospects for us are potentially really cool.
Speaking of prospects for us, there was a player that we did not see until that drive offensively. We did not see A.J. Price until that final drive of the first half, but we saw him 3 times for 3 huge catches.
Yeah, and A.J., he is just so versatile. I mean, and who knows if in the second half they don't, pull him from the line, and suddenly we pitch it to him, and he throws the ball downfield 60 yards. So, but, you know, he lined up as a wideout. You know, usually he's lining up as a tight end, and he's so strong, and he is tough. I mean, he's hitting guys, and, I mean, the stiff arm last week where he just flung the Opelousas guy and said, get out of here.
Really going to be an interesting situation where we open things up here in the third quarter as the Rebels will come to the line. Expect to see more of the multi-headed running back monster for the Rebels?
Yeah, I would guess. You know, Kason Evans is out. Unofficial reports, or it could be a slight hamstring. What Kason did, though, set the tone with a big 63-yard TD run. But Schwander, who is starting running back 1B, had such a great spring and great summer. Spencer Mesh will have to rise to the occasion. EDB will have to do a little bit more. But, you know, what you've got on the other side, and you've got Price. Viator is playing so well. He's just having this breakout season. And I'm telling you, Nick Celestine, something's going to happen.
I would love to see him get involved here in the second half, because if Celestine can start to take the top off of this defense, the running game could really just run this one off into the night. Rebels are having a conversation with their head coach, Mike Corville, as Sam Houston now makes their way back out. Officials are having a conference at midfield as we now have 1:46 before the kickoff here in the second half. So, Scott.
I haven't seen this before. It looks like the Rebels are in prayer before the start of the second half. I love it.
Yeah, love to see that. So, Scott, if I'm the Rebels special teams, the first thought on my mind is this. The last thing you want to do is give a possession away. Watch for the onside kick. I mean, really, at this point, down 24-7, how much does Sam Houston have to lose with regards to field position?
That's true.
Not a whole bunch. It's everything to gain and almost nothing to lose if they go for it.
So, I mean, you've got this lead. Now it even heightens the importance of why you've got to play so clean. Watch your penalties. Hold on to the ball. Just smart plays. Watch your snaps. Because I don't want to give these guys a short field.
EDB will stand at his own 10 to receive the Viator to the 45. And, Scott, we have a Rebel helmet all over the field and a flag. I got a feeling that's going to be an illegal hands to the face against the defense with the helmet on the field.
You saw the little juke Viator put on about the 47-48? I hadn't seen that.
Holding against the defense? Hard to see because the official's back is to us. I don't know that it should have been holding defensively right there. It should have been an illegal hands to the face. Let's see how many yards it tacks on. Yeah, that's illegal hands to the face.
Another 10 yards.
Well, that would be holding. I thought illegal hands to the face was 15. Regardless, 10 yards tacked on to the end of the run, and that puts the Rebels in business with a Chick-fil-A first down inside of Sam Houston territory at the 29-yard line. And yes, number 77 had come out because his helmet came off, but it came off because of the penalty, so it had to be the illegal hands to the face. Rebels at the line of scrimmage again. Celestine split wide to the far side. Schwander is the running back. Munoz hands off. Schwander dances a little bit at the line of scrimmage. He might have gotten one or two. Set up second down and long on the Chick-fil-A first down run.
Yeah, he had a little gap there.
Officially gain of 1 sets up 2nd and 9.
Tell you, Sam Houston's interior run defense is pretty good.
Mesh now checks in for Schwander. Handoff Mesh. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage. Might have lost a yard, Scott. Sam Houston knew exactly what was coming and played it really well.
They've done that a couple times, too, where their timing to get back there has just been perfect.
So it's 3rd down and 10 for the Rebels from the 29-yard line of Sam Houston. And, Scott, this is one where you certainly expect to see Munoz maybe on the move, either a rollout or just a design quarterback run because, you know, again, you're within field goal range for your kicker.
He's got a lot of field to work with on our side to his left.
Munoz, drop back, throws downfield. He's got Viator wide open at the 10. Viator at the 5. Viator, a Chick-fil-A 1st and goal from the 3-yard line inside the Hub City Ford red zone.
How do they let Viator get so wide open? Or
was it a pick play?
How does Viator get? No, I wasn't even going to suggest.
I'll ask.
Does Viator get so
Scott,
wide open?
he was so open. I might have been able to make that throw. But Viator has just been a man on a mission on this drive. Flag on the play against the defense. Missed the call from here, but regardless.
Moves you to the 1.
So a Chick-fil-A 1st down and goal inside the Hub City Ford red zone. Rebels already your lead at 24-7. That's going to be a false start on the Rebels. Everybody moved before the ball did. That's going to back them up 5, make it 1st and goal from the 6.
Come on, guys. You're going in for the kill. Now's not the time to do this. Riley Stout back in.
So Stout is split out wide to the far side. Viator will be in the slot. Price will be tight end at the line of scrimmage.
Brewer Kane comes out. Oh, there's a Kane. I forgot. That just gives us more room to work.
Munoz calls for the football. The Rebels should have gotten their 5 back.
Yeah.
The defender jumped into the neutral zone and no call. Munoz tries to hand off and immediately hits Scott. Was mesh. He picks up nothing. Might have lost a yard on the carry. Make it 2nd and goal from the 7.
See, I've been told this is more like Schwander kind of territory where you need those tough yards and you're only a few yards away.
Well, Scott, internally on the run, you really haven't gotten much unless you've had Case and Evans in and you've got some serious misdirection going. Two tight ends. Munoz running. Munoz is tackled for another loss, Scott. I mean, they are not playing pass at all. We have gone 2 straight runs, and it will now be 3rd down and goal from the 10.
And where did that defender come from? Because it looked like...
He came from the edge.
I know, but it looked like Alex had this wonderful path, and he was so quick.
Scott, play action on 1st or 2nd down probably would have put you in the end zone. Munoz calls for the football. There's your play action, rolls to his right, throws, caught, touchdown, Teurlings Rebels, another Cafe Sidney May 6. Guess who? Andrew Viator.
And diving.
Viator finds pay dirt again for the Rebels, his 2nd receiving touchdown of the night.
Touchdown.
Another Cafe Sidney May 6. And Scott, brunch at Cafe Sidney May is just that good. I don't know if it's as good as Andrew Viator.
David told me he's had a great visit with you.
Oh, he's
not so long ago.
Oh my goodness, fantastic brunch at Cafe Sidney May. If you want to get great service, great food, trust me, go there. Logan Boudreau set to attempt the PAT. Snap, hold, kick, and it is officially 31-7. Your Teurlings Rebels lead the Sam Houston Broncos with 6:07 remaining in the 3rd quarter. This is Teurlings Rebels football on News Talk 96.5 KPEL and streaming on 446 Sports. Unanswered here against the Sam Houston High School Broncos to take a 31-7 lead, 6:07 remaining in the 3rd quarter, alongside Scott Brazda, Tyler Darbone back in the studio. Ike Brunet with getting a lot of work, getting highlights on the sidelines. I'm Kevon Bordelon. Boudreau puts foot to leather. This one does not run the chance of going out of bounds. Edwards takes it in at his own goal line to the 10, to the 15, dancing at the 20, and he's going to be down there for a Chick-fil-A 1st down and 10 for Sam Houston, Scott, to get its first possession of the third quarter with 5:58 remaining.
6-minute drive, 6-minute drive. Logan Boudreaux down there, too. Logan may have helped with the tackle. No,
Scott.
Wait. I mean, Logan does a great job. No, that's him on the other side. That's number 18. And that is either Kylan Butler or Zachary Broussard. We have 2 number 18s.
Because we had the dead ball, your 6-minute hydration timeout mandated by the LHSAA is being taken right now. The Rebels, I don't want to say that this could not have gone better, because we're seeing some things that might affect the rest of the season on the sidelines. But as far as the scoreboard, drive charts, everything, what more could Teurlings ask for here in this game?
Well, what amazes me on this last touchdown, too, Kavan, is we were starting to count the Rebels out on this series, or at least in terms of a touchdown. We're probably going to have to bring Logan in and have him try a field goal. And just when you start to think, all right, we'll do a field goal, touchdown. This team just, every time their backs are pushed against the wall, right now they are finding an answer and finding a way to say, we're not settling for anything.
First down, Gavin Breaux has Haney next to him in the backfield, now sends a receiver in motion. Little jet sweep, fake action. Breaux's going to keep it right side. No, he did hand it off that time. And instead of gaining yardage, they're going to be taken down right at the line of scrimmage. The other Haney is not able to pick up any yardage on the run. Nice fake by Breaux, because I thought he had the ball.
And I think that was Seth Miller who came in and just, stuck his arm out and just popped him down.
The older brother, Haney, running back, is in the pistol. Breaux now brings a man in motion to the near side. Calls for the football. Handoff, Haney, straight up the middle, crease, and he's got a little bit of room. Tries to go around an official. He does across the 30. He picks up the first down. Really nice run, Scott, by Haney, and found a crease.
And you can't give him too many of those, because you're hitting him. You're bobbling him up right there at the front, right there on the line. Look, Carter Deculus, he throws people to the ground. Did you just see that tackle?
Yes, I did.
He said enough.
Trips to the near side for Breaux, and he's going to change the play now at the line of scrimmage. Lone wide receiver is to the far side. Handoff, Haney, no, Breaux keeps it, now comes to the near side. He's got room, Scott, he's around the edge. That's an illegal blindside block, no call. Breaux still on his feet at the 20, the 10, touchdown. Sam Houston, and Michael Corville is furious, and he should be. A Teurlings Rebel defender got decleated by an illegal blindside block, and the official didn't call it. We saw it from up here. There is no way that play should have happened, and that is the block that sprung the play. That is a safety issue for a player.
And Mikey went zooming down the sidelines. He went zooming down the sidelines looking for that official.
Scott,
I never gave him the time of day.
I have not seen Michael Corville lose his mind on the sideline. That play did it for him. The PAT is good. The Teurlings Rebels now lead 31-14, 4:41 remaining here on the Ochsner Lafayette General Orthopedic Game Clock. This is Teurlings Rebels football on News Talk 96.5 KPEL, streaming on 446 Sports.
For over
14 Rebels lead it after the big play for Sam Houston. Another big run by their quarterback, Gavin Breaux. And Scott Brazda, you can't have that play without the no call.
No, and just everyone looking the other way. You've got 6 officials and no one sees it.
And it's an illegal blindside block was what it was. It was a crackback block that should have been called, which would have been a 15-yard penalty, and brought it back. Because honestly, that block was also right at the point of attack on the play and sprung the quarterback. Regardless, the Rebels get the ball back, 31-14, 4:41 remaining here in the third. ODB will take this one in at his own 9. To the 20. Makes a move, trying to get to the 25, still on his feet. He does, gets to the 26, and that's where the Rebels will set up shop with a Chick-fil-A 1st down and 10.
4:34 to go in the third. Keep working on clock. Let's move down the field for another long drive. We had a 6-minute drive just about that last time.
So the Rebels will set up shop with decent field position, and their offense, Scott, really has just been humming so far here tonight.
All right, Andrew Viator, who knew? I mean, we saw some nice things from Andrew last year.
Yes, we did.
But then you had Kate Cother and you had Nick, and, you know, Andrew had his moments.
Yeah, but Viator tonight has just been on fire. Schwander back in at running back. Man goes in motion, far side. Munoz run near side. Schwander's out in front. Munoz tries to get across the 30. He does. It's going to be a nice gain on the Chick-fil-A 1st down.
Alex, it's one of those sliding angle, Deshae Landor kind of runs, bringing a name back from the past.
Yes.
Where he just found that angle and suddenly slid in for, 6 yards? Almost 7?
Gain of 7 sets up 2nd down and 3. And yeah, Scott, I love the way that the Rebels are using the clock here because they are going to the line, but they're not snapping the ball with a ton of urgency. Munoz, handoff straight ahead. Schwander with room. Schwander at the 40. Breaks a tackle, then goes out of bounds. The official says, I love it, the official says he fumbled the football, but the ball didn't land until it was out of bounds, which means it technically wasn't a fumble. But regardless, it's a Chick-fil-A 1st down and 10 for the Rebels.
Rebels needed one more block. Quinn Seymour couldn't pull it off.
They're going to move the chains as that's just marking the spot of the ball. That's what he's trying to utilize it for, Scott, saying he can't advance his own fumble. So technically, the official is correct. If he lost control of the football, he cannot bobble it all the way down the field for a touchdown because it was a fumble at that point. Chick-fil-A 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Rebels on the move. Munoz, pump fake, throws, Viator downfield, caught at the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown! Cafe Sydney, May 6, a 54-yard touchdown strike. The Teurlings Rebels get their 7 back and didn't need an illegal blindside block to do it.
Good point. But perfect, just dropped it in his lap. I mean, Andrew had to extend. I mean, it couldn't have gone much further, but hits his hands and just sticks.
Andrew Viator, have yourself a night, young man.
Going for 2.
Into the end zone, 2-point conversion is good, and the Teurlings Rebels make this one 39-14. The 2-point conversion is good as the Rebels set up and take their advantage back on the scoreboard. We're going to take a quick break here in the third quarter. 3:29 remaining. Rebels lead it 39-14 over Sam Houston State. This is Teurlings Rebels football. News Talk 96.5 KPEL, streaming on 446 Sports. Touchdown strike. Scott, that is Viator's 2nd touchdown of the night over 40 yards.
55, 56.
Logan Boudreau puts foot to ball. This one will be taken in by Edwards at his 7. To the 15, trying to get to the far side. He's going to get to the edge to the 20, the 25. And there's the flag. Scott, a helmet was ripped off. The player got up for Teurlings and made his way down the field. He was engaged by a Sam Houston player. I believe there are 2 flags on the field. One flag will be probably a face mask. The other flag will probably be for continuing play without a helmet, which is a penalty. I'm curious to see how the officials sort this one out.
Well, Mikey Corville said we would see some interesting things when it came to the officiating. I think Mikey's this close to going nuts. I mean, getting really angry, I mean.
No, he seems okay with this. Let's see. I think are they gonna kick it again?
I think so.
I think both of these are gonna go against.
Offsetting?
Yeah. No, I don't think they're offsetting. I think both of these are gonna go against Sam Houston.
Sam Houston, so we get to move up.
Yes, which means that Boudreaux is pretty much guaranteed to put it into the end zone. Because instead of kicking from the 40, he's probably going to kick from, let's see. Is it a 10-yard penalty? I'll be curious to see what this pans out to. If it's 10 yards and he kicks from the 50, just go ahead and mark the ball at the 20. Officials are having a conversation, and we're still waiting for them to mark where the football is going to go. Because I don't believe we have a call from the head referee. So are they calling this? They have to call this offsetting because the ball is at the 40.
Back at the 40, yeah.
Now, Scott, I'm going to tell a story. This ball is kicked to the other Haney, who takes it in at his 5 to the 10 to the 15 to the 20. He's got a head of steam to the 25. Ball's on the turf. Do the Rebels have it? Ball is on the turf at the 32-yard line. Rebels are jumping up and down like they got it. I don't know that they did, though. And Scott, Haney got rocked on the far side. And Scott, the person coming off the field, who I believe is getting credit for the hit, I'm going to be curious to see this. If it's who I think it is, it's Noah Maha. He was the same one who had his helmet ripped off.
He did.
So that'll bring the Bronco offense back out onto the field. It's a 1st down and 10 at their own 32. 3 wide to the near side. Haney steps up next to his quarterback, Bro. Ball's on the turf. Bro just has to fall on it, and he will take a 3-yard loss, 4-yard loss on this, set up 2nd down and long.
And look, I mean, even with Bro's big touchdown run, and he's had 2 now, it's an offense that's out of sorts now because they just can't do what they want to do. You're trailing by 25.
And, Scott, the reality is they don't have anything basically in this game other than Bro and Haney at running back. Handoff. Nope, Bro will keep it. Bro will get back to the original line of scrimmage and then get back a few more. Set up 3rd down and call it a manageable 6. Nice run by Bro.
Good pursuit by the Rebels. Seth Miller gets the tackle. Seth was at the bottom of the pile, so I'll give it to him.
Instead of 6, call it 3rd and 7. Hard to see the spot from there. So 3rd and long. Bro looks to his right, throws, and it is incomplete. Well played on the near side for the Teurlings Rebels, Scott. A tremendous defensive play by Carter.
And the receiver just dropped it. I mean, he saw Carter coming.
I think Carter might have actually gotten a hand in there, Scott. It looked like his left hand might have impacted the trajectory of the football.
Andrew Peliquin. So Sam Houston's in a tough spot. You're down by 25, but you're back there, so you're going to have to punt.
That sets up EDB at his own 33-yard line.
Again, we want clean play, smart plays.
That's a false start. Back him up 5 yards. As EDB takes that one in, and we'll throw it back, and we will kick this again. Play never happened.
What play?
Correct.
Exactly.
So now, line of scrimmage will be the back nose of the football is at the 30-yard line for Sam Houston. Snap is on the turf, and they're just going to try and run it. This is not going to be good. And the Teurlings Rebels get the tackle. A beautiful play at the 19-yard line. Scott Braska.
Luke Hebert, the secondary expert.
The Teurlings Rebels come up big on special teams and take over inside the Hub City Ford red zone at the 19-yard line of Sam Houston.
I told you, Sam Houston just out of sorts right now in all phases. You start to lose that extra step and that extra drive. Reaction time gets a little slower. And you get close to wanting this one just to end.
EDB will be the running back for the Teurlings Rebels. That's Eli DeBlanc. Lone wide receiver to the far side is Viator, who's had himself a huge night tonight. Play action. Pass is incomplete. Scott, the first scary throw of the night for Munoz. Defender had a hand on it, was right in the throwing lane.
Yep. Luckily, the defenders where the ball was about to fall were going in the opposite direction.
Munoz was looking for Cade Seymour. And, Scott, there's a flag on the play. Waving off the flag saying the ball was tipped. So I'm thinking they were going to call pass interference.
Huh.
Which doesn't make a ton of sense because where the flag was thrown, it wasn't thrown towards where the receiver was, which would have meant it would have had to have been defensive holding right there at the line of scrimmage. Celestine checks in as the near side wide receiver. Hold on. Now the officials are having another conversation. Now they're looking to the near sideline. I think they're looking for Coach Corbel.
Well, now they're talking to the quarterback.
Resetting play clocks, maybe? Or resetting clock. Regardless, Chick-fil-A first down at the 19-yard line. How about we start back there?
Yeah, let's do it again. Sounds good.
Twins are split wide to the far side. Munoz looks to his left on first down. Throws. Celestine can't come up with the catch. It's got the timing off just a bit as Celestine was open. That throw a little wide.
A little wide and a little short because Nick was about a yard or two further down. Nick made a big dive, but that was an out-of-bounds kind of ball. Right idea. Just a touch off on implementation.
Rebels calling the play at the line of scrimmage. 1:56 left on the Oshner Lafayette General Orthopedic game clock. Rebels lead it 39-14. Munoz looks to his right. Now he's going to start to run. Now he just throws it out to a wide open Viator. Viator is going to be hit hard inside the 10-yard line. It should be enough for a Chick-fil-A first down and goal, but Viator was wide open. Scott, is that his 6th catch of the night or something like that?
Oh, I don't know, but got to be pretty close. Oh, wait, it's not Viator. It was Riley Stout.
Ah, check that. Yes, correct. Riley Stout. Thank you.
Well, I didn't notice until he got a little bit closer into my vision, too.
Yeah. So Chick-fil-A first down and goal inside the Hub City Ford red zone. Ball spotted, looks to be at the 7-yard line. Munoz, pump fake, throw, catch. Down at the 1, Celestine comes up with the ball. The official says that he did not break the plane before he caught the footballs. Make it 2nd down and goal from inside the 1.
Nick's first catch of the year.
Rebels taking their time as the clock continues to tick. 1:14 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Rebels lead at 39-14. Munoz runs and dives. Touchdown. Another Cafe Sidney May 6. Anthony Munoz.
Another good player who had a few moments.
Another, if he has a Hall of Fame career like Anthony Munoz, yes. Alex Munoz. The touchdown plunge for the Teurlings Rebels with 1:05 remaining.
And just slight misdirection. And your EDB goes off to the left, pulls the defender off with him, and Alex just comes in and gives the big hop.
Snap, hold, kick, up, and good. Tack on another 7. It's 46-14 with 1:05 remaining here in the third quarter. Your Teurlings Rebels lead it. We're going to stay right here. We're out of breaks here in the third quarter, Mr. Brazda, because we have had an absolutely incredible last, 10 minutes and 55 seconds of football?
We scored right around there. We scored there. We scored there. Yeah, it's been pretty busy. 31, 39, 46. You'll be able to rest your voice a little bit when I go through the scoring.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? I'll take a nap. We've still got an entire quarter of football to go. But it will be sweet dreams in that nap, Mr. Brazda.
Yeah, yep. Again, smart the rest of the way, guys.
Scott, new kicker. And Scott, I love the theory here. They're not going to give him the opportunity for their players to make big plays. Beautiful, that was like a beautiful, 9-iron?
Yeah, Haney too dangerous, so you don't want to give him that opportunity. The pooch, and stop him at the 35. You don't have as much room to cover. They can't pick up as much momentum catching the ball. It's a good defensive play.
So here comes the Sam Houston offense. 1:01 remaining in the third quarter. Rebels lead it 46-14. Bro calls for the football. Fakes the handoff, now comes to the left side or right side of the offensive line, and he's just going to try and go around the edge, and he's going to get hit hard right at the line of scrimmage, and a flag right there, Scott. I'm wondering if it's going to be holding. Yep, it is. It's holding against Sam Houston.
3 Rebels just converged on him. Dean and Jackson Broussard and Seth Miller, and they just, he ran out of room. They angled him towards the sideline, and that's tough. He's a tough kid, but man, bro's so important to that team.
Scott, I am amazed at the lack of passing attempts in this game.
Yeah, because off the bat, they were throwing every 2 or 3 plays.
They're completing 7-8 yard passes, just do it down the field.
And he throws the ball well.
Yeah, he does. And he's got some decent receivers that if they break a tackle here or there, could cause problems. First down and 20, Bro calls for the football. Handoff Haney straight ahead. He will be hit after a short gain and taken down shy of the 30. Call it a 4-yard gain. Make it second down and 16 unofficially.
One thing I'm noticing, their leading receiver from last week, Kalora, has not played. Number 1. I have not seen him out there. He had 72 yards receiving last week and a number of catches.
And the younger Haney, number 12, has not played since the kick return where he fumbled. Bro to throw on second down. Throws over the middle. It's incomplete. Deculus making his presence felt and needs to be careful because that ball was incomplete, and a nice acting job by the receiver made me wonder if we were going to get a flag.
Carter plays hard, plays tough. He may want to keep it in check just a little bit.
15 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Rebels with a 32-point lead. Trips to the near side. Lone wide receiver is to the far. Bro calls for the football for Sam Houston. Under pressure. He's going to be hitting the backfield. Breaks a tackle. Now rolls. Now really under pressure and sacked all the way back at the 20-yard line. Carter Maha playing on double-taped ankles. Gets the big hit, and that ends the third quarter. 46-14, Rebels lead it. Wait, we have a, yep, they're saying that's the end of the quarter. Mr. Brazda, let's take it to the final frame of the game. We'll be back with more Teurlings football right here on News Talk 96.5 KPEL and streaming on 446 Sports. Football start of the fourth quarter. Rebels lead at 46-14 alongside Scott Brazda. Tyler Darbone back in the studio. I'm Kevon Bordelon. Ike Brunet has his work cut out for him tonight with the highlights because there should be plenty. The punt is up and away. EDB waves for the fair catch, takes it in at the 45-yard line of Sam Houston, and that is where the Rebels will start with a Chick-fil-A first down and 10.
Not that you need it. I mean, you never say never, but this is a perfect spot, perfect field position if you're going for that one last nail.
At this point, Scott, I get the feeling.
I just want to work on the clock.
I think we're going to see a lot of fresh jerseys, and I'm looking at that offensive line. We're not seeing a ton. Mesh is out there at running back. Nope. We still got a lot of starters out there.
Nope. I see Perry. I see Kramer.
Yeah.
I see Nick White.
I think we will see a lot of work the clock here in the fourth quarter. Munoz with Mesh in the pistol. Calls for the football. Chick-fil-A first and 10 from the 45. Handoff Mesh. Mesh inside the 40. Mesh inside the 30. Mesh to the 26-yard line. And a Chick-fil-A first down and a gain of, 19?
Big haul off the left side. And Spencer Mesh.
Now, Scott, it does appear to me that there are several new jerseys on the opposing defense for Sam Houston.
And, and with that kind of deficit, a lot less spring in the step for the guys who have been out there.
And they've been out there a lot. The Rebels offense has been on the field quite a bit.
Especially here in the second half.
Munoz pump fake, drops the football. Just one of those things. And, Scott, that's the second time this season we've seen Munoz just drop the football. Now we get a flag.
Personal
Munoz
foul
comes
against
away with the
Teurlings.
football. So Rebels have the football.
Well, we had a push in the back from a Rebel. Oh, no penalty against.
Well, so I think he's signaling Rebel football. Now let's see about the flag. Dead ball, personal foul, and sportsmanlike conduct against the Rebels.
Yeah.
Yes.
Saw a Rebel lineman, didn't get the number, but push a Bronco from the back.
So that's going to back the Rebels up 15 from the 24. Or check that, the 28. Let's say, I think he went 5 yards too far. Yep. So not the 49, the 44-yard line.
And, that push in the back, that's one of those retaliation kind of things, I'm
Yep.
sure, but we didn't see what came before.
Correct.
It's the guy who hit him last.
So second down and 3/4 of a mile for the Teurlings Rebels, but they've got a 46-14 lead. Munoz looks to his right, throws. He's got a receiver. That's A.J. Price. Price inside the 35. Price to the 33-yard line. It'll be third down and long.
Now, that tells me Mikey isn't content just to let this one go away, just to run off clock. He'd like another.
So I said I was going to tell a story about Michael Corval. So I'm going to go back many, many years, Scott. And we might take some time to do this while this play plays out.
That's
so I'm going to
all
call
right.
the
We
play.
have a 32-point lead.
Straight drop back on third and long. Throws downfield looking for Celestine, who cannot come up with the catch. Tried to go through the defender as they went into the end zone, Scott. So Michael Corval was an assistant for his father.
Yeah.
At Karen Crow High.
Karen Crow High.
We were playing Karen Crow at Karen Crow in an absolute mutter, if you remember that
I
game.
do remember that game. It was horrible.
It was horrible.
There were sheets of rain.
Yes. And that game was nip and tuck all the way through. And there, at the end of the game, the Rebels were trying to keep Karen Crow from sealing the game. Matter of fact, I think Karen Crow was trying to come back. Rebels had the lead. Munoz rolls to his right on fourth and long. Throws. He's got Price. Price dives for it and should have a Chick-fil-A first down and 10. And Oh, Scott. That spot is criminal.
The official marks him like 2 yards before.
That spot is absolutely criminal.
They mark him a yard short, and A.J. dove beautifully.
All you can do is laugh at how bad that spot is. I would
plus for effort, Mr. Price.
I would love to see that one on streaming because I'm telling you, that young man was inbounds and dove for the first down. We're going to see it in a second here in the booth. So anyway, that game was an absolute mutter. Karen Crow needed a first down or a touchdown to get the win, and Teurlings was ahead by just a couple. And I'll finish that after we call this play. Bro calls for the football. Straight drop back for the Sam Houston quarterback. Now starts to roll. He's under pressure. Breaks away from one. Tries to shuffle from another. Tries to get away from 2 or 3 Rebels defenders. Throws the ball way downfield, and it's incomplete. Okay, so hold on. First of all, we get a look at this play, and we're going to see where Price went out of bounds. Price dives inbounds and lands way past the marker.
Right.
So that's essentially the official said that his foot was out of bounds. Anyway, we were seated next to the Karen Crow coaches in that press box, if you remember.
Yep.
Bro on second down, and I'll continue the story. Handoff, Haney, straight ahead, tackled quickly, not much on second down. Sets up 3rd and long.
Andrew Frugier just doing a great job of wrapping.
And Scott, if you remember, there was a play where the left tackle for Karen Crow jumped a quarter of a second or more before the snap. And you and I are going, it's a false start, it's a false start, it's a false start. And the official didn't call it. Michael was next to me. 3rd down and long. Rolling to his right is Bro. Throws downfield, and it's incomplete. That's going to set up 4th down and long for Sam Houston. So Michael is next to me. Michael can hear you and I call the game. And I look at Michael, and when I looked at Michael because he was celebrating, and I gave him a shake of the head like, you know, the daggers he shot at me from his eyes. That's what I saw on the blind side block on that last touchdown, where Michael said, oh, no, it's time for daggers. Mm-hmm. That's the feeling that I got, is it is time to end this and put this one away. So Sam Houston is going to line up to go for it. Oh, they said he caught it, Scott? They're lining up like tush push on 4th down. Bro, he's not going to get there. He better not have gotten there. If he gets that spot, that is atrocious.
Rebels saying no. Mike Corville saying no.
Mike Corville is standing where he knows.
And they are.
Did the near side official just say first down?
Sure looks like a first down.
Are you kidding me? Tons of fun here in the 4th quarter, 9:28. Rebels with a 46-14 lead. Bro calls for the football. Handoff, straight ahead, not going anywhere. No, he kept the ball and threw it. Nice fake and catch and throw as the receiver gets across the 45-yard line. Give him the 46, sets up a first down.
But the Rebels doing a good job keeping him on the field. Nice tackle by number 42, Luke Hebert.
Rebels are leading 46-14 with 9:03 remaining in the ballgame. Sam Houston has the football. 1st and 10 for them at their own 46-yard line. Gavin Bro, who's had a really nice game, the senior quarterback, has played really well, looks to throw. Now he's going to step up, now throws a little bit of a lateral. No flag on the holding. And the Teurlings faithful are out of their minds upset with the way that maybe a defender was being quote-unquote blocked behind the play, Scott. Would that be the right way to do it? I can't make air quotes so nobody would see me.
Yep. Nice tackle, though, that being said, by Seth Young, number 46.
They've got us out of sorts up here in the Summit Financial press box.
Just keep reminding ourselves, we're up by 32.
Yeah.
We're up by 32.
Play action. Bro throws into the flat. It's incomplete. Oh, yeah, that's not good.
That's
Non-contact injury on the far side for the receiver. Hopefully it's just a cramp. He's got his foot up like it is. That sets up 3rd down and long.
Look, Gavin Bro's the offense. Gavin Bro's the team here. I don't know if I'd have him out there right now. It's 8 minutes to go and you're down by 32.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Bro has had a nice game. Haney's had some nice carries, even though he hasn't had nearly as much room as he apparently had against Leesville last week. Trips to the far side for Bro. Rebels showing pressure. They bring 4. Bro trying to evade tacklers. And Scott, I would like you to look at the Rebel defender who had someone laying on top of him down here. The catch made at the far side of the field gains maybe a yard. That sets up 4th down and long at the 47.5-yard line.
Carter Maha, even though like he's 900% tape right now, he's just he applied this hit, this final blow.
So because the Rebels are leading 46-14 with 7:23 remaining, you thought that Sam Houston might have gone for it. Instead, they bring out the punt team. The Rebels do not have a man deep to attempt to return a punt. Snap is off the turf, bounces picked up, kicked away. And the Rebels, Scott, I love this coaching from the Rebels staff. The ball was kicked. The entire Rebel punt team was running to the sidelines. No one even ran towards the ball. It makes no sense to run towards the ball.
Minimizing risk, controlling the things you can control. There's not that EDB doesn't do a fine job, but get him out of there. That way you don't even run the risk of anything happening.
The punt is
Balls
a
will
beaut.
take crazy bounces.
And, and the punt is a beaut. It rolls all the way down inside the 15-yard line, and that is where the Rebels offense will take over. And Scott, now we see a host of fresh jerseys for the Teurlings Rebels. Looks like your quarterback is number 4. That is Austin Calandra. Calandra calls for the football, handoff up the middle. Trying to cut it to the outside for the Teurlings Rebels. New running back is James Benoit. It's the junior.
Or was that Granger, number 24?
Oh, is it 24? I thought it was 34 from up here.
Well, we've got the old binocs. Let's see what they've got. I think it was Granger.
Rebels now bleeding some clock as the play clocks have 20 seconds, 19, 6:25 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Rebels lead at 46-14.
Well, Benoit's out there. You might be right, Kavan. I couldn't tell if anyone came off the field or not.
Calandra rolls, throws into the flat. It's incomplete for his intended receiver, Benoit.
See, I've got no problem with this. Calandra needs to be working on his game. I mean, he's a player or two away from being the guy, whether he takes Munoz's place or he's suddenly backing up A.J. Price. I've heard some nice things about Calandra. I've heard some nice things this morning in my talk with Mikey Corville about next year's quarterbacks, and you could have another quarterback battle like we had last year because there's 2 guys that are both pretty good and each do something a little different.
3rd down and 10 for the Teurlings Rebels. Calandra hands off, and that hit in the backfield dropped for a loss. See if I can find
That's
a
Granger.
number.
That's 24.
So that is going to bring us to the hydration timeout here in the 4th quarter. Rebels lead at 46-14 right here on News Talk 96.5 KPEL, streaming on 446 Sports. own territory for the Teurlings Rebels. A 46-14 lead with 5:59 remaining here at Sam Houston High School alongside Scott Brasda. This is a Richetto's Road game as we come to you from the Summit Financial Press Box. Scott, even a new punter. Oh, no, check that out. Check that. That is Logan. Kick away by Boudreaux, and it's a pretty kick all the way to the 40. Edwards trying to return this one. He's inside the 35, then finally hit at the 33. And that is where Sam Houston will take over. Their best offensive field position, maybe of the night, to start a drive.
Pretty good pop and tackle by Kagan Boone, the senior wideout, number 27.
Coaches having a conversation with their defense. And I'll be curious to see, Scott, if Gavin Bro, the starting quarterback for Sam Houston, does come out onto the field for this drive.
You know, early on I said shootout. Well, one of us.
Nope. Looks like we have a new starting quarterback for Sam Houston. Number 16, I believe that's Ty Smith. He's a junior. Host of new jerseys out there for Sam Houston as well. Smith calls for the football. Hands off near side. Running back makes it inside the 30 before he's met and then dropped. That's number 35 on the carry. That is Markeithian Simon. He's a freshman running back. Scott, that is a freshman. And he does not look like he's built like a freshman.
And that's Granger and Cohen Briggs in on the stop.
Smith again sets up in the pistol. Trips to his right. Lone wide receiver is Edwards to his near. Simon gets the carry. Makes a man miss in the backfield, but does not get back to the 31-yard line, or the 30-yard line, rather. It's going to set up third down and long.
Granger again. And I believe that's Zachary Broussard helping to run him out of bounds.
Smith getting the call from the far sideline. Again, a lot of fresh Rebel jerseys, a lot of fresh Bronco jerseys as well on the field right now. Rebels with a 46-14 lead. That ball's bobbled. Smith rolls now to his right. Looking to throw. He's going to be hit and not sacked because he was able to get the ball away. Nifty little move to throw the football, Scott, before his knee hit the turf.
Yeah. He had a couple moments there, bobbling the ball, about to hit the ground, and was able to keep his momentum, keep his balance just enough.
The incompletion stops the clock with 4:32 remaining in the ball game. Rebels lead at 46-14. Fourth down and 6 from the Rebel 29-yard line. Smith calls for the football. Little flare pass to his running back, who's hit and dropped right there. A big hit, Scott, from the Teurlings Rebels, and they got to check and make sure he's okay. That was a collision.
Cohen Briggs, number 31. Wow.
Yeah, they're checking on him to make sure he's all right.
How many fingers, Cohen?
Yeah. We certainly hope he's okay.
13's not an answer.
What a hit by Briggs. And the Rebels take over on downs. It's a Chick-fil-A first down and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Briggs has had a couple big pops right here.
So Rebel offense set to go back out onto the field. Calandra, no doubt, will be your quarterback.
Well, she's been quiet, but she's chiming in.
Check that.
Liz Boyd.
It will not be Calandra, Scott. Here, he's always got to prove me wrong. Will Fontenot, sophomore quarterback, comes out onto the field.
Calandra and Fontenot are the two guys I'm hearing about for next year, although, of course, we want to win a state title this year.
And now it's number 34, Benoit. Or is that 24 again? Gets the handoff. That is 34, Benoit, who got the carry. Didn't pick up much. Probably got back to just the line of scrimmage.
And don't forget, Benoit's a running back last week. 2 carries, 30 yards? But you heard me, Liz Boyd is finally chiming in.
I saw that.
I think it's like only her second chime in of the year. Did she chime in last week?
I don't know. We're 2 games in.
Wow.
I feel like we're about 65 chime-ins below par.
She'll have to play catch-up. She will.
Oh, she absolutely will. And we love it, Liz. We absolutely love it that you do.
She's like a extended member of our team.
Fontenot calls for the football on 2nd down and 10. Waiting for the play clocks to get below 5 or around 5. Just a quarterback run. Right side, now he's got a little room. Cuts it back to the inside across the 40. He's hit in the down.
I think it was down.
By contact after he got a Chick-fil-A 1st down and 10. That'll move the chains. Keep the drive going and keep the clock moving for the Teurlings Rebels.
All right, so it's just a little snapshot of what we may see a year from now. But Fontenot is considered more of the runner. Calandra's more of the drop back. Much like we had with A.J. Price and with Munoz. And as Mikey said, and they're both very talented. They're both very young. It will be another good problem to have.
Approaching 3 minutes left on the Ochsner Lafayette General Orthopedic game clock here at Sam Houston High School with Scott Brasdom, Kevon Bordelon. Rebels lead it 46-14. We're going to catch you up on some scores in just a few minutes when we come into our halftime show.
We're going to do another halftime show?
We'll take it. I'm sorry, post-game show. Thank you, Scott.
That's right.
Timeout on the field. We're going to take a timeout in the booth. Rebels lead at 46-14. This is Teurlings Rebels football on News Talk 96.5 KPEL, streaming on 446 Sports.
For over 40 years, Tim's Southern Air of Acadiana has kept homes cool, safe, and running strong, day or night. From expert air conditioning services to dependable whole home generators, our certified team is always ready.
Sprains, coughs and colds, ear and sinus infections, sports injuries, and more. Minute Med, ready to help you and your family. Conveniently located, 3621 Ambassador Caffrey, it's Minute Med. Proud to support Teurlings Catholic High.
While we were in break, a very quick run. Granger up the middle for a short gain, sets up 2nd down and call it a long 3. Again, Rebels with the 46-14 lead. Fontenot going to call for the football with trips to his left, lone wide receiver to his right. Ball just goes through his hands. He tries to pick it up. He does, but he's going to be hit back around the 20-yard line. He'll somehow get back to the 24.
It's why you get the work in as a young quarterback.
Yeah, not a high snap, just went through his hands. And look, we saw Munoz tonight attempt to pump one, and just the ball fell out of his hand.
Yeah.
It's the second time we've seen that in as many weeks. With the humidity, you know that those things are going to happen. 3rd down and long. I thought that was 3rd down. But I'll take it. Because we had the run by Fontenot.
And then we had
the run, then we had the bad. Okay, whatever.
It's math. Numbers are funny.
Busted play. Fontenot turns to his right. Running back went to his left. Fontenot tries to go up the middle. And now it'll be 4th down for the Teurlings Rebels.
And you let the clock run down.
When this ball is snapped, Scott, there will be about 23 seconds on the clock. So the Rebels are just going to wait on this one. Sam Houston will fall to 1-1 on the season. The Teurlings Rebels will move to 2-0. And Scott, I think we came over here because we both said we didn't really remember last year's game at Teurlings.
48-21 Rebels win. Yeah, not much of a memory on that one at all.
Rebels are not punting. Handoff straight ahead. Granger with a little bit of room across the 30. Nice run.
I think that one was Benoit.
Oh, check that.
Yeah.
Hard to see the number from
34.
here. So that's going to bring the offense off the field. That's going to send Sam Houston's offense out onto the field. But, Scott, we really didn't know what to expect. And when we saw the numbers from last week with Sam Houston, I mean, you got a running back who goes for 281. You go, uh-oh. You know they've got a really big mountain of a human being that is their left tackle. You
Team
go,
that scored
uh-oh.
50 points.
Yeah. You go, a 5A school, uh-oh. this might be a long night. And the Rebels.
Well, it was a long night.
It has been a long night. I mean, we've
But not
only
for
scored
us.
we've only scored 60 points here this evening between the two teams, right? Sam Houston will just take a knee, and that is going to do it. Teurlings Rebels win 46-14. We'll come back with the post-game show right here on Teurlings Rebels Radio on News Talk 96.5 KPEL and streaming on 446 Sports. Show here on News Talk 96.5 KPEL. Teurlings Rebels Radio. Rebels win it 46-14 over the Sam Houston State Broncos. And yes, Scott, the Rebels, they busted the Broncos and did it pretty well. And it happened literally from the first offensive snap of the game for the Teurlings Rebels.
Yeah, right away they got things going. But I'll go back with you, Kevon. That big play, near the end of the second quarter, where it's still a manageable football game. And Sam Houston decides to go for it. When they're, at the 40 whatever of Teurlings? 46, 45?
Yeah, it was the 46-yard line.
And 44 seconds to go. And they decide to go for it, and the Rebels stop them. And 44 seconds was more than enough time for the Rebels to march down and just really take everything out of Sam Houston as they headed into the locker room. Rebels score a touchdown. Sam Houston's got to be sorely depleted, and then the Rebels get the ball back. It was just after that, I think Sam Houston was an entirely different team.
Your thoughts just overall on the game tonight? I mean, what we expected from the Rebels versus what we saw. I don't know that we knew what to expect.
And it was kind of weird and different in that, so Kason Evans has a great 63-yard touchdown to cap things off for the Rebels offensively. But then he gets hurt. The report we got was he may have, twinched his hamstring a little bit. He came back a couple times, but and had one nice run, but and we didn't see a lot of him after that. A lot of Schwander and a lot of EDB and Spencer Mesh too. So that was kind of different because I saw Kaysen and Schwander as a big key to this game. But we saw Munoz run more. I think, once Kaysen is no longer a factor, well, we have another really good running back. He also happens to be our quarterback. And Alex came into that. And then, we saw it last week, but you want to talk about the coming out party of Viator being one of the best receivers in the area. Tonight was it.
Andrew Viator had himself a night. He went well over 100 yards receiving. He's probably over 150 and had 3 touchdowns.
And just, perfect hands, and caught one diving, caught one in stride, caught one across the middle. It was just picture perfect. And then that defense, the defense back into the second quarter and all the way through the second half was just phenomenal. And they, once Sam Houston really had to become a lot more one-dimensional, the Rebel defense just teed off.
Speaking of the Rebel defense, that was the question coming into tonight. How is the Rebel defense going to hold up? 46-14 seems pretty good to me, and the only 2 scoring plays, one was a long run by the quarterback, Bro, for Sam Houston, just a phenomenal athlete. The other one, he might have gotten a little help on, but another big play by Bro, and that was it.
Other than that, the Rebels did a great job against Haney. I don't know what his numbers will be like. I think he's, under 100 yards, and this is a guy that gained 281 last week on 34 carries. And there were so many different defensive players getting it done. Fruge had a real nice game. Carter Maha, when he wasn't having his ankle and feet taped, which was a lot, he was just all over the field. Deculus I think, continues to add to his team-leading tackles list. I thought Seth Miller had a really good ball game. Caden Chavis did a really nice job out there. There were just some. Luke Hebert had a couple really good plays. There were just a couple different guys. Jack Snyder. The list grows and grows because his team has, while it might be, and Jackson Brewster, I didn't mention Jackson. He had his best of the 2 games, I think, and Jackson's phenomenal. But we have so many different guys out there now that are just making plays and doing it all for the team.
We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We'll get you some scores from the area, and then we will talk next week's game. When the Rebels are on the road again, they will again head west, but it will be to Notre Dame. Yep. We'll be back right here on News Talk 96.5 KPEL and streaming on 446 Sports. Scott Brazda, I'm Kevon Bordelon. Tyler Darbone keeping us on the air. Our final segment of the postgame show, couple of scores from around the area that would be of relevance. Acadiana Wrecking Rams falling right now in the third quarter, or check that, fourth quarter, 30-14 to Zachary. LCA trails Karen Crow's Golden Bears 38-34 in the fourth quarter. Southside up 35-20 over Westgate. That game also in the fourth. Notre Dame, I did not have a score on them from last night. I know they played last night, Scott, and that's who the Rebels will face next week. But this has to make you feel good about what the Rebels can accomplish going on the road in week 3.
And what they can accomplish with their starting running back out or playing minimally. It just shows, I think, the strength of this team. I mean, so many different weapons. I mean, Schwander comes in and EDB comes in and they do a couple nice things. Munoz runs more. Munoz also throws incredibly. I don't know what his passing numbers are, Kevon, but it's got to be well over 200 yards just based on the 2 touchdown throws to Viator alone. Great job of protecting Alex. It's just good stuff.
Notre Dame won 42-7 over Ville Platte. Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
So you gotta, like you said, you gotta feel good about what that looks like.
Yeah. Now, think about Notre Dame. A good Notre Dame team. They beat Southside at Southside last week with the debut of Southside's new football stadium. So to go into that kind of environment and win.
So it'll be 2-2-0 teams going at it again, which is, I believe, exactly what happened last year.
That's right. We're coming after you, Louis Cook. You may still lead the series 37-17, but we've won the last 3.
Any parting thoughts on our postgame show here tonight, Mr. Brown?
Do it in so many facets.
Fantastic evening. Rebels win 46-14 over the Broncos of Sam Houston High School, just north of Lake Charles, Louisiana. For Scott Brazda, for Ike Brunet, for Tyler Darbone back at the studio, I'm Kevon Bordelon. Have a great weekend, and remember, don't do what's easy. Do what's right. We'll see you in 7.